Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this latest edition of Rebels Radio, where we're here at Arbour Park for tonight's Evo Stick Southern Premier League clash between Slough Town and tonight's visitors are Tiverton Town. Warm welcome to everyone who's associated with Tiverton, and if there's any Tiverton fans listening, welcome to joining us here on Rebels Radio. And Rebels Radio is brought to you by our two sponsors, the My Football Club, the online football community, and also the Slough Town Supporters Trust. Our continued thanks to both groups for their support of Rebels Radio. We'll bring you all of the action of tonight's game, and we'll keep you up to date with some of the other scores in almost a half full clash of teams in the Southern Premier League, and we'll keep an eye out as well on Kettering versus Nantwich in the FA Cup. So for those of you that don't know, the FA Cup draw was last night, and Slough were drawn against Gainsborough Trinity from the National League North, and that game will be of the weekend of the 4th, 5th or 6th of November. So we'll keep an eyes out on the date for that until all TV games are decided, and I believe that from that round onwards they start doing games on a Sunday as well, so I do believe that we may never know what day we're going to play, but those will come out, I believe, on Thursday. That will be announced, so we'll find out who and where and who will be on television on Thursday, so we'll give you those details when it comes through. Just keep your eyes peeled on the Slough Town FC website, and we'll run through the two sides for you in a second. There are some other games on this evening. It does seem as though it's quite a sparse looking Arbour Park tonight. I think a lot of people may be watching Real Madrid versus Tottenham at home, and in the warmth, it's a bit chilly here at Arbour Park. There is a set of games. Last night's result was Hitchin 1, Redditch 0. The other games in the Southern Premier League tonight are Chesham versus St Neots, Dunstable versus Kings Lynn, Gosport Borough versus Banbury, Hereford versus Farnborough, Kings Langley versus Dorchester, St Ives versus Bishop Stortford, and Weymouth versus Merthyr. So those are the other games as well. Just to remind you that this coming Saturday, Slough will be away to Kettering, who are currently top of the table. Just a reminder, we will try to broadcast from there, but we have had problems because there's no power there before. We're not sure what it'll be. It'll be just basically on the day. We'll see if we can have enough power to set up with. So just keep your eyes and ears peeled for that one, and we'll give you more details on Saturdays whether we are up and running. So those are the details for you. Also, just remember that next Tuesday, that's Tuesday the 24th of October, Slough will be at home again here at Arbour Park, where the visitors will be Gosport Borough, and that again will be a 7:45 kickoff here at Arbour Park. So I'll run through the two sides with you, starting with our visitors, who have in goal Martin Rice, 2 is Nick Hurst, 3 Callum Hall, 4 is Jamie Price, who's the captain, 5 is Ben Mamola, 6 Tom Gardner, 7 is Jamie Short, 8 Ollie Knowles, 9 Owen Howe, 10 is Levi Landricombe, and 11 is Mike Landricombe. So we'll see what we can do when either one of them get the ball. Substitutes for Tiverton tonight are Liam Gregory, wearing 12, 14 is Tom Bath, 15 is Scott Rogers, and 16 is George Rogers. Those are the lineup for Tiverton. I can't see what colour shirts they've got, but they've got white shorts and white socks, and we'll give you those details. For the Rebels in goal this evening is Jack Turner, 2 Josh Jackman, 3 is Nathan Smart, 4 Guy Hollis, 5 is Mark Nisbet, who's the captain, 6 is Sean Fraser, 7 James Dobson, 8 Nathan Webb, 9 Manny Williams, 10 is Chris Flood, and 11 is Warren Harris. Substitutes for the Rebels this evening are 12 George Wells, 14 is Lee Togwell, 15 is Matt Lynch, 16 is Brad Watkins, and 18 is Gavin James. Tonight's referee has already been here once this season. It's Daniel Lamport. He's back, and his assistants are Alistair Hicks and Alexander Taylor Rose. So those are your officials. I will run through those two sides again just before the kick-off of this evening's game. If you do want to get in contact with us here on Rebels Radio, you can contact us on Twitter. It's at MyFC Rebels Radio, or if you are listening via the YouTube, then you should find that there's a little bit underneath for what's the screen you're listening that says comments, and you put through the comments on there, and it comes through, and it will come here to me, and I will give you a shout out. Darren Yates said, it's sounding all good here in Spain. Why is it that I seem to get the wrong end of the stick here with these commentaries. I think I should be out in Spain doing the commentary. I think that'd be much easier. Maybe we should just like teleport Arbor Park somewhere hot. Good evening to Warren Carter, who's listening as well, and we'll just come through to us on Twitter and other bits, and we'll give you a shout out when it gets to those quiet moments during the game, which hopefully there won't be many. Also, we'll try and keep you up to date with the scores and stuff from around the other games tonight as well. So we'll do that. We've got about 5 minutes before kick-off. And Arbor Park just starting to fill up nicely here. And Arbor Park looks really good underneath the night evening sky here. It's quite a coolish night. No rain here at the moment, although I believe there is some rain due to come. So we'll see how if it goes, and we'll keep an eye out on that weather for you. 3 changes to the Rebels lineup that won the FA Cup game on Saturday against Folkestone. In come Guy Hollis, Sean Fraser and Nathan Webb, replacing George Wells, Lee Togwell and Matt Lynch. Also, we'd like to send our good wishes to one of the Tiverton players who got injured on October the 7th. It's Jordan Rogers, who had an accidental clash of heads with the St Ives goalkeeper James Goff, but unfortunately Jordan Rogers came off worse and suffered 10 facial fractures. He spent a few days in hospital, had an operation on Friday, and is now back home. So we wish him all the best in his recovery, and so we'll just pointing somebody out for someone. So our best wishes to Jordan Rogers, and hopefully his recovery goes well. We all know from what happened to Mark Scott that sometimes football takes a second place when someone gets injured. So we wish Jordan all the best in his recovery. And we're just waiting a couple of minutes now, just waiting to see if there's any sign of the 2 sides. Nothing at the moment coming out, so we'll run through those 2 starting 11s for you again. There's people just walking by here, and just bear with me a second. Oh, dearie. So run through those 2 sides for you again, starting with our visitors. Tiverton Town, Martin Rice is in goal. 2 is Nick Hurst. 3, Callum Hall. 4, Jamie Price is the captain. 5 is Ben Mamola. 6, Tom Gardner. 7, Jamie Short. 8, Ollie Knowles. 9, Owen Howe. 10 is Levi Landricum. And 11 is Mike Landricum. Substitutes for Tiverton tonight are 12, Liam Gregory. 14, Tom Barr. 15, Scott Rogers. And 16 is George Rogers. For the Rebels, in goal is Jack Turner. 2 is Josh Chapman. 3 is Nathan Smart. 4, Guy Hollis. 5, the captain is Mark Nisbet. 6, Sean Fraser. 7, James Dobson. 8, Nathan Webb. 9, Manny Williams. 10, Chris Flood. And 11 is Warren Harris. Substitutes for the Rebels, 12, George Wells. 14, Lee Togwell. 15, Matt Lynch. 16, Brad Watkins. And 18 is Gavin James. So those are your squads for this evening's game. The tunnel has come out, so we're just waiting on the 2 sides to come out here as the ground filling up quite nicely. The bar just a bit lively behind me, the bar there, and there will be some details soon. I believe that having spoken to some of the council members, that there should be some TVs arriving in the next few weeks for pre-game entertainment and after-game entertainment, so keep your eyes out for those. I believe they are going to be quite big, so your eyes will definitely see them. So that is what I've been told, and we'll wait to see if that happens as we just wait for the 2 sides just to start coming. They're in the tunnel area now, just waiting for people to come out, as we seem to have lost our stadium announcer, who's disappeared, as the 2 teams start to come out here at Arbor Park. Tiverton will be all in white, and Slough will be in their usual amber shirts with navy socks and navy shorts. And for those of you with goalkeeping highlighter pens, the Tiverton goalkeeper Martin Rice is wearing orange, and Jack Turner is wearing a red strip with white sleeves. So the players are just going through their handshakes here at the moment, and the referee is Mr. Daniel Lamport. His assistants are Alistair Higgs and Alexander Taylor-Rose, so they're just going through now. And we'll see how things pan out here at Arbour Park. And keep you up to date with there are different things going on. So a couple of minutes, a bit late, I think, starting here at the moment. But we'll see how it goes. And let's just kill a bit of time amongst yourselves. Put the kettle on, watch a bit of Real Madrid. So we'll just keep you up to date with what's going on. The stadium, let's just running through the teams here. And what's he doing? What are you doing? What's he doing? So it's a man standing next to us. What's he doing? He's got a Chelsea fan standing next to us. You just can't. They're everywhere, aren't they? You just can't escape them, unfortunately. As our stadium announcer is just trying to find his glasses, so that he can press his little clocky thing, so he knows what the time is. As he's just put everything on top of my team sheets, which is great. Mark Nisbet is in the centre circle. They're just waiting for the Tiverton captain, Jamie Price, just to come up here to go through the Twine Costs. The injured Simon Dunn just walking past our commentary position. Harrison Gilks is just to the side as well. As the two captains just been spoken to by the referee. Just a couple of minutes late kicking off here. As there we go. So it looks as though it's all changed. So Slough will be shooting from this first half left to right. Therefore, that means, for those of you who don't realise, Tiverton are shooting from right to left. So Slough will be shooting towards the barking dog end, as it's commonly been called now, due to rather a dog that barks quite mentally for no reason. And it'll be Tiverton shooting towards the LHEA, which is the Lynch Hill Academy end. At the moment, we're just waiting for a referee, Mr. Lamport, to make sure that everything's right. Slough have the kick-off for this first half. As just waiting to... don't know if he's waiting for tomorrow to kick off or not. It's contender ready, gladiator ready. Get on with it, man. So just wait, come on. He's going to blow the whistle in a minute. Come on, mate. Come on, you can do it. There you go. A little bit late starting, but ball been played back here towards Nisbet. Nisbet immediately pumps the ball forward here, looking for James Dobson, but seen how to play there for a throw. And it'll be a throw to Slough halfway inside the Tiverton half. It'll be Nathan Smart, looks like he's playing as left back, plays it in towards Dobson, gets the ball back in towards Webb. Webb trying to find Dobson on the far hand side. Well spotted there by Hurst, who's played the ball down the line, and it's forced Nisbet into a clearance into the centre, where Fraser beaten to the ball by Mike Landricum, and then Nathan Smart heads the ball out of the way and out for a throw to Tiverton on the halfway line. So we'll have to decide whether we call them Levi and Mike, or we call them Mr. Landricum. Ball flicks on here from the throw, picked away by Knowles, only as far as Webb. Comes back in, and then Webb jumps up. It's come through here. It's ball here with Gardner. Gardner tries to play the ball, but Nathan Smart sees the ball, clears the ball here towards Matty Williams, holds the ball up inside his own half, evades a couple of challenges there from Mamola. Ball back here with Nathan Smart in the left back position. Mamola just called out of position here at the moment, having to run back. Ball here still with Nathan Smart, still running with the ball. Finds Dobson on the left hand side, 10 yards inside his own half. Ball down the line here, looking for the run of Chris Flood. That goes all the way down the line. Flood will keep that in on the far hand side, up against Price, the captain, and Price does well to see that ball out for a throw to Slough. Dobson goes to take it quickly, but I think they're going to leave this for Guy Hollis to put a long throw into the box, and it will be. So it's a throw about 10 yards away from the corner flag, and Guy Hollis will go across to put a throw in. Nisbet has gone up for the Rebels for this, and Guy Hollis just been told to come a bit further away by the referee, and it's Hollis with this long throw trying to find Dobson. It's headed away well though by Gardner. Comes out on the far hand side, cross back in, headed away again by Gardner again. It comes out here towards Nathan Webb. Webb with the ball inside here to Hollis. Hollis down the left-hand side. Tries to cross in. Trying to look for Flood. Flood gets a little flick on there towards Warren Harris. Harris does well to keep the ball in. Plays it off Callum Hall there, but ball didn't go out of play for a corner. It's gone out for another throw. And again, Slough are going to leave this for Guy Hollis to run across the other side of the pitch to the near-hand side to take this throw. And it will be Hollis with the throw into the box, trying to find Dobson. Dobson flicks on towards the far post, but it's an easy take there by the goalkeeper Rice. And Rice just holds play up here to see if Tiverton can get further up the field. And Rice, who was at he was at Truro City when we used to go down to play them. Long kick by him down this right-hand side, but Jackman will see the ball out of play there. It's out for a throw. And it's a throw to Slough right by the away dugout, which is about 20 yards away from the corner flag. It's going to be Josh Jackman to take this throw for Slough. Long throw by him, trying to find Flood. Flood flicks the ball on here, trying to find Manny Williams. Good place there by Knowles. Knowles' ball goes back towards goalkeeper Rice. Rice with a poor kick, but manages to find Mike Landricum in the centre. Back here towards Knowles. Knowles with the ball over the top, looking for Levi Landricum to chase. Up against Nathan Smart. And Landricum keeps the ball in well on that far hand side. Finds Hurst. Hurst with a cross into the box. Jackman with a good defensive header. Warren Harris slips. And it will go out of play for a throw to Tiverton. Level with the 18-yard box of the Slough goal. And it's going to be Hall with the throw. And just looking for an option. The option comes from Knowles. Knowles can turn. Plays the ball all the way across here to the captain Price. Price on the halfway line. Looks up. And hammers the ball here, looking for Mike Landricum. He wins the header, but it bounces up in the air. Nathan Webb's there first, only as far as Gardner. Gardner just makes a mistake, lets the ball roll off and goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, Rice. And Rice just takes that on the edge of his D with his feet. As the TV fans behind the goal make some noise. As Rice looks to play this long ball down the field. Easily headed away though by Mark Nisbet. Comes through here to Flood. Flood wins a header and finds Nathan Webb. Webb now finds Dobson on the far hand side. Dobson with a chance to run at the Tiverton defence. Puts the ball into the area. It's a ball to the far post. Warren Harris tries to keep it in. And he can't keep it. It's gone out of play though for a goal kick. But that ball just went all the way across the box there and evaded Chris Flood in the middle. Goes out of play. And is a goal kick. Here, so we'll just wait for a couple of Tivy players just doing up their laces. And a handful of Tiverton fans behind the goal trying to get there behind their team. As Rice just to take this kick. As and finally takes the kick here, looking for Owen Hole. It's headed away by Nathan Webb. He'll get a second bite of the cherry there, but loses out here towards Short. Short with a ball in here, and there's an offside decision there against Levi Landricum. Just linesman saying he's come back from an offside position. And Slough have a free kick. Oh, Jack Turner went to take that one, and Nisbet took it quickly. Turner's out of his goal. Ball here to George Jackman. Jackman towards Fraser. Fraser gives it back towards Jackman. Fraser gets a lucky bounce of the ball. Finds Flood. Flood immediately put under pressure. Gives the ball back to Jackman. Jackman with the ball over top looking for the run of Warren Harris. Manny Williams jumps up high there. And Fraser gets there first. Finds Flood with a little flick. Flood has the ball. Flood still with the ball at his feet. Takes a little ball into the box. Dobson tries to get there first. Ball comes kindly for... Oh, it's almost slipped. Good challenge there by the right back Hurst. Just denying James Dobson in the 6-yard box there. And it's been cleared by Tiverton for a throw. Quickly taken on the far hand side by Nathan Smart. Finds Dobson. Dobson trying to back heel it off the Tivy player. But two Tivy players then run into each other. But ball comes here towards Shaw. Plays the ball across looking for the run of Owen Howe. But Howe is offside. And it's a free kick to Slough just in the centre circle of their own half. In fact, it's about a couple of feet inside the Slough half actually. And it's Nisbet that takes it quickly towards Manny Williams. Williams comes deep to pick up the ball, finds Nathan Webb. Webb spreads it then to Nathan Smart on the far hand side, halfway inside the Tiverton half, back towards Nathan Webb. Webb immediately closed down and put under pressure. Plays a lovely little ball here towards Josh Jackman on the far right hand side. Jackman's got some space here to run into, runs with the ball, looking for an option. Option comes from Fraser. Fraser then out towards Warren Harris. Harris in towards Dobson. Dobson just come onto this near hand side to pick the ball up. Dobson with the ball at his feet. Takes a shot. Oh, it's hit the bottom of the post, and Martin Rice just left that one. That's either really good judgments by the goalkeeper, or he's very, very lucky because the shot from Dobson skims the bottom of his left-hand post, and luckily for him it hit the outside and goes out for a goal kick. But Martin Rice just had his hand up there to if to say it's going way wide. So either confident keeping or luck, but whatever it is, it's a goal kick. And Rice will take this goal kick from inside the centre of his goal. Long ball here, looking for Mike Landry, up against Warren Harris, over the head of all of them, and goes out of play for a throw. And Guy Hollis will try and take it quickly, trying to find Warren Harris, ghosting in on the far hand side here of Hall. Hall does well to win the ball, but it's cleared down the field, and Guy Hollis will chase this one. It's got the legs on it, will go out of play for a throw to Slough. And Hollis takes it quickly towards Turner, the Slough goalkeeper, and has the ball just way outside of his area, trying to clear it long here, looking for, it's headed away by Momola, only comes as far as Fraser, but Fraser treads on the ball here with Short challenged by Jackman, one back by him, in towards Nathan Webb trying to find Manny Williams have made a run inside, ball gone outside, goes out for a throw to Tiverton. And played 8 minutes so far. It's 0-0. Quick throw here by Tiverton. Back here towards Mamola. Mo has the ball at his feet. Chipping the ball forwards here, looking for Levi Landricum. Well won by Nathan Webb. Played into the path of James Dobson. Dobson can run on that far hand side here at the defence. In towards Flood. Flood turns. Or plays it in towards Dobson. Dobson gets an overrun of the ball. But the ball calls kindly for Slough with Warren Harris. Harris trying to play in here towards Williams. Williams gets the ball back and finds Fraser. Fraser knocks the ball on here towards Nathan Smart. But Smart has to go behind himself and finds Fraser. Fraser 10 yards inside the Tiverton half. Plays the ball out here towards Chapman. Chapman in towards Webb. Gets the ball back towards Chapman. Dummy there by Dobson, but no one else had read it, and it comes back here towards Price, the captain, who spreads it out on the far hand side to the right back, Hurst. And Hurst just has the ball at his feet, just crossing halfway, trying to run with the ball. Little nick off the foot there by Williams. It's out for a throw to Tiverton on the far hand side. And while we wait for someone to go and get the ball, let's see if we can find you some latest scores in the league. It's Banbury are already 2-0 up away to Gosport Borough. Biggleswade have gone 1 up. I didn't even know Biggleswade were playing. I must be playing in a cup game of some kind. County Cup or some other thing. Throw finally comes in on the far hand side, finds Hurst. Hurst is tackled there by Dobson, and it's another throw for Tiverton, around about 20 yards away from the Slough goal. And Hurst will be the player that looks to take this throw, and immediately Tiverton send their centre backs forwards for this throw. Taken quickly though towards Short, back towards Hurst. Hurst going to go down the side. Has the ball in the corner, gives it back towards Short. Short takes a touch, puts his foot on the ball, plays the ball into the box. It's come across on the far hand side, and there's an offside by, or I'm not sure if he's given a foul actually, by Jamie Price on Guy Hollis. Hollis is down at the moment inside the penalty area, and a couple of Tiverton players just asking the referee what it was for, and Guy Hollis just getting to his feet slowly here, but he seems to be okay. And it will be a free kick to Slough, and the referee just explaining that the free kick was for a foul and not for any kind of offside. I think as Price went to kick the ball, he just caught the leg of Guy Hollis, and that's what the free kick was for. Let's see if we can find you some other scores if there are any going on. Looks like everything is 0-0 apart from that Banbury 2-0 up. Hereford have hit the post as well against Farnborough. Turner to take this free kick for Slough inside his penalty area. As just looks to play this one long down the line, looking for Warren Harris. Harris trying to flick the ball on here towards Manny Williams. Williams trying to get there first before Momola. Momola does well, wins the header, heads it in towards the centre. Mike Landricum plays ball. It's a scuffed ball there away, and then Mike Landricum, let's get this Mike Landricum, and he clears. It's a foul by Owen Howe on Mark Nisbet. It's a free kick to Slough inside the centre circle, inside the Slough half, and Nisbet will look to take this free kick for Slough. Chips it on the far hand side for Nathan Smart. Smart in an advanced position as the left back. Has the ball at his feet. Gets it, shoots. It's a good shot straight at Martin Rice. So from a good 30 yards from Nathan Smart. He has scored 2 goals in his last 2 away games at Beaconsfield and at Merthyr. Has a dig there, but straight down the goalkeeper's throat, and Rice with a long clearance down the field, looking for Howe. Howe lets the ball bounce, and then Jackman with a volleyed clearance away, trying to find Williams. Williams does well to out jump the ball. Ball's come back here towards Owen House. Bit messy at the moment. Ball been played through on the far hand side. Comes through to Howe. Howe's offside yet again, and it's a free kick. And the referee is just calling over Jamie Short, just to tell him, I think maybe to keep his mouth quiet. He's just arguing over a couple of decisions there. And the referee just having a word. And we've played 12 and a half minutes, still 0-0 here at Arbour Park. And Turner will take this free kick for Slough, halfway inside his own half. And looks to just play the ball down the field. Long ball looking here towards Dobson. Dobson trying to come inside. Does well to get a header in. It's headed away though by Price. Only as far as Dobson. Dobson has the ball, just surrounded by a couple of players. Still has the ball, does well to keep hold of it. Inside here towards Fraser. Fraser looks up, he's given the ball away. Ball ricochets well, comes out towards Mike Landricum, can only find Mark Nisbet. He plays the ball in here towards Chapman. Chapman will let the ball go for Williams. Williams trying to flick it into Chapman on the overlap, but well defended there by Momola. It's gone out of play for a throw to Slough. And it's going to be Chapman that takes the throw, trying to find Warren Harris. Harris down this right hand side, holds the ball up well. He's got a couple of players on him, one being Gardner. Played it into Dobson. Dobson trying to do some tricks and turns. Diving in tackle, but Jackman had it, just overrun the ball. Ball here with Hurst. Hurst has lost the ball, but the referee says that's a foul. And it's a free kick to Tiverton, who take it quickly, trying to find Owen Howe on the far hand side. But Nathan Smart comes across and wins the ball for the Rebels, and then runs with it, just lets the ball go, and then Howe gets the touch. Does he? No, it came off Smart last. Howe with a quick throw in, trying to find Levi Landricum. Does well to hold the ball up. Good play here by the number 10, but hits it straight at Sean Fraser. And Fraser will kill the game a little bit by playing it back towards his goalkeeper, Turner. And Turner will just take the ball out of the side of his area with his feet and just still running. Still got the ball about a good 10 yards outside his area, and then plays the ball down the right hand side looking for Warren Harris. Ball flicks on well here towards Flood, just beaten to the challenge there by Momola, and it's out for a throw here towards Slough. About 7 or 8 yards away from the corner flag, and again Slough will wait for Guy Hollis to come across to take this one, and Hollis will just try and arch his back here, try and get some distance on this throw. And again, looks into the box, looking for Smart. Well headed away by Price, only as far as Williams. Comes through towards Harris. Harris chips the ball in, but good shout there by the goalkeeper, who makes a good grasp there with two Tiverton players coming down on it as well. And Rice, the management team of Tiverton are exceedingly loud. Rice with this long ball down the field. That'll go straight out of play. In fact, goes straight out of play by the away dugout. And it's a throw to the Rebels, which Guy Hollis will take. Long ball in, looking for Flood. Flood, the referee, the linesman has given a foul against Chris Flood. Flood just explained that he wants the ball thrown to him, not over the top. And it's Gardner getting some instructions from his management team. It's going to be the goalkeeper Rice that will take this free kick for Tiverton, halfway inside their own half. And like I say, if you do want to get in contact with us here at Rebels Radio, you can do it on Twitter at MyFC Rebels Radio, or if you're listening via the YouTube, there's a comments page and it will come through to us here. Rice to take this free kick here for Tiverton. Long ball in, trying to find. It's been headed on by Price, headed away by Fraser, comes through to Nisbet. Nisbet overhead, kicks it away. Only finds Gardner with the ball forwards. Two Slough players collide, but Nathan Smart brings the ball out here on this right hand side, trying to find Warren Harris. Harris has to stretch to keep the ball in, and it allows Knowles a chance to come back to play it back to his goalkeeper, and Rice just chips the ball away only as far as Nathan Webb, but Webb's touch is poor and he can't get it, and Mike Landricum's there first in towards Nick Hurst, who plays it back to his goalkeeper. This time a better kick by Rice, although it does go straight out of play. And the Tiverton man just having a go at his goalkeeper there. But Slough take the throw quickly with Chapman and find Jack Turner. Turner has the ball 15 yards outside of his goal. Plays a long ball looking for Dobson on the far hand side. Dobson again wins the ball. Ball will come here towards Flood. Flood just heads it away from Dobson, and Hurst has a chance to clear for Tiverton. Under a bit of pressure, plays it out on this near hand side. It's a good ball here looking for Short, but his ball played forward is only as far as Hollis. And Hollis has the ball 5 or 6 yards inside his own half. Has the ball at his feet. Finds Josh Chapman just inside the Tiverton half. Looking for Flood. Flood now plays it in towards Webb. Ball back in. Looking for Warren Harris. Harris trying to break into the box. Good defend in there by Callum Hall. And he can clear. It's a bit flicked on only as far as Fraser. Fraser dives in. And Slough do win the ball back. Good tackle by Hollis. Finds Chris Flood. Flood still running the ball. Just runs straight into some players. Webb wins it back for Slough. In towards Warren Harris. Comes off. Callum Hall last. Sorry. And is out for another throw to the Rebels. And now the Slough fans get behind the goal. And again, Guy Hollis will be the player that takes this. And again, it'll be a long throw into the box for Tiverton to defend. About 10 yards away from the corner flag. And Manny Williams makes a run short, but the ball will go into the box, looking for Dobson. Dobson gets a header, but is straight at the goalkeeper, Rice, and Barks is in front of him and lacks the power to test him, and Rice immediately puts the ball high up in the air, looking for Howe, and Slough win a free kick for a foul there by Owen Howe on Nathan Smart inside the centre circle, and Slough taking the free kick quickly here with Manny Williams. Williams finds Chapman. Chapman in towards Flood. Flood holds the ball up here well with his feet. Just needs a bit of help. Help comes from Webb. Webb just gets a bit of luck there. Goes past Short. Webb still with the ball. Finds Flood. In towards Chapman. Chapman towards Webb. Webb's got a couple of players on him. Turns away from Howe. Gives it to Hollis. Hollis spreads it to Nisbet on the near hand side. Nisbet draws out Levi Landricum and then finds Nathan Smart on the far hand side. Smart can bring the ball 20 yards, travelling still with the ball. Cuts inside. Now plays it in towards Williams. Williams just waited for the ball and it's allowed Mamola the chance to clear. And it comes out here towards Knowles. Knowles trying to find Howe, but Howe's offside, right high up on the line there. Slough playing with a tight high line there, but it's a free kick for offside. Couple of feet inside the Slough half. And Mark Nisbet takes it quickly towards Dobson. Dobson just evades a challenge. Still has the ball at his feet. Just running across field. Then plays a little ball in, trying to find Warren Harris, but Callum Hall has the ball here, just runs with the ball. Warren Harris takes it off his feet. Good defending by Warren Harris, and it runs through to Turner in the Slough goal. And Turner spreads it out immediately to Mark Nisbet, who finds Nathan Smart. Now 10 yards inside their own half, back towards Nisbet. Almost 20 minutes gone here at Arbor Park. Still 0-0 in this Evo stick clash. Ball back with Hollis. He'll play it back towards Turner. And Williams comes deep to get the ball, but the ball comes out here towards Nathan Smart on the far hand side, inside the Tiverton half, hits it straight at Gardner. Ball trying to fall for Howe. Howe just plays the ball over, and Landricum is onside here. Landricum gets it with the ball, so he just can't control it first time. Still has time to play the ball in, cuts it back here to the edge where Howe takes a shot, hits it with the outside of his foot. It's a bad shot. It's going to go all the way out for a throw. That's how bad he's scuffed that ball. It's gone out for a throw to Slough deep inside their own half by the corner flag. They'll wait for, wonder if Hollis will go across to take this. No, it'd be Nathan Smart to take this one. And Smart right by the corner flag, deep inside his own half with this throw, trying to find Dobson. Ball flicked off and comes through here towards Mamola. Mamola's ball high up in the air. Hollis underneath it for Slough. Comes through into the centre towards Fraser. Beat to the ball, but Nathan Webb wins a second. Finds Williams. Williams gets a little push in the back there. And ball taken off him by Mamola. Nathan Webb wins it back well for Slough. Finds Dobson. Dobson and down there for Flood. Back in towards Dobson. Now Dobson can run down his side. He's got Price in front of him. He's still got running with him. Dobson goes past all of them. Breaks into the box. Oh, what a goal that is! That is unbelievable! Dobson ran from inside his own half, played a little 1-2 with Chris Flood on the halfway line, got the ball, he's chased by 3 Tiverton players, got a bit of luck in the box as he got to the edge of the corner of the box, just did a little trick to go past 2 and then smashes it past Rice in the Tiverton goal. That is one of the goals of the season, and it's James Dobson on 22 minutes to give Slough the lead here, and you will not see a better goal than that. It's just as well we've got someone filming it. Otherwise, that would be a miss. You will get to see those highlights sometimes during this week from our good friends at FC Video. And that is a goal to look out for. What's that? You left the cap on and you haven't got it? Oh, no. It's Tiverton with the kick-off here. Back from Mike Landricum in towards the right-back Nick Hurst. Hurst plays it to Price. Price can bring the ball forwards here, trying to find Hall, who'd come forwards but headed away by Jackman. Come through to Warren Harris. Hall does well to win the ball back, trying to break into the box. Nathan Webb's there for Slough. Gets his body in the way, and it's cleared by Hollis. Only into the centre circle where Price can pick the ball up. Has it inside. Plays it out here towards Knowles. Knowles does well to evade the challenge of the ball. Plays it into the box here, and it's offside against Owen Hall. Yeah, goal coming in 22 minutes. That's the golden goal time. So if you're here and you got the ticket, well done. Let's see if we can find you some other scores. Looks like Nantwich have scored against Kedrian. Don't know what number of goal it is. We shall just see if we can see the ball headed back towards Rice in the goal. As Rice, long kick down the field here, trying to find Hall. Hall beaten to the ball by Hollis, and then Mike Landricum wins the second one. Flicked on by Howe, comes out here towards, and a foul by Josh Jackman on Owen Hall. Gives a free kick here to Tiverton, roughly 30 yards away from the Slough goal. And it looks like Levi Landricum and Ollie Knowles are the two players standing over this free kick for Tiverton, and it's quite central level with the right hand side post. If you were stood in the goal, it's like that, but it is a good 30 odd yards away, and it is Knowles and Levi Landricum who are over the top of this ball, and Slough with a two-man wall to defend this. And it will be Landricum who takes it, chips the ball to the far hand side, but it's easily headed away by Nathan Smart. Comes out to the centre where a good touch here by Hurst, who takes a shot, and it's just fizzed wide of the goal there. And I think Turner had it. It's a good couple of feet wide, but out for a goal kick. So let's see if we can give you some more latest scores in some of the games in the Southern Premier League while we wait for Jack Turner to take this one. Let's have a look at what we can find for you. Now, if they put some things on there, we'll come back to that. We'll just concentrate on this for a second. Long kick here by Turner, headed away well by Gardner, and he finds Nisbet. Nisbet finds the scorer Dobson on the far hand side. Dobson has the ball, crosses first time, headed away by Gardner, comes off the head of Webb in towards Jackman. Jackman has the ball on his thigh in towards Webb. Webb just holds him off well. Still has the ball inside by the centre circle. Then puts it out on the far hand side towards Nathan Smart. Smart has a bit of space. Closed down by Levi Landricum, who finds Fraser. Fraser back in towards Smart. Smart goes back towards Nisbet inside his own half, and Nisbet will find Jackman. Now Jackman's got a bit of space here as Knowles comes across to close him down in towards Dobson. Dobson flicks the ball on here to Flood. Flood trying to find Manny Williams, and in the end it's a good tackle by Tom Gardner, who blocks the ball. It's out for a corner to the Rebels on the near hand side, and the Slough fans start to get behind their side here, as it's going to be James Dobson to take this corner for Slough. It's going to be an in-swing corner for Tiverton to defend. It's Dobson to take it on this near hand side by Turnstile 1. I think that's Turnstile 1. Was that Turnstile 4? I can never remember. Dobson with this corner, floats it deep to the far hand post. Flood trying to flick it across, but hits the wrong side of the goal and goes out for a goal kick. Flood Mosby didn't realise how much time he had there, but it was a score. That's Dobson's 10th goal of the season so far. Makes him joint scorer now with Chris Flood, as we wait for Rice to take this goal kick. Just waiting for some of his players to get up, and it's taken forwards. It's come off the head of Nathan Webb. Finds Knowles. Knowles with the ball forward, trying to find Levi Landricum. Good takedown by him. Great tackle by Jackman. Wins the ball back for Slough. Finds Fraser. Or Fraser's ball is poor and goes out for a throw to Tiverton, which is taken quickly by Hall. Finds Momola back towards Hall. Hall plays the ball down the line for Short. Short had come across, but Jackman's there first for Slough, and out of play for a throw to Tiverton. And it's a throw around about 25 yards away. It's going to be the left back Callum Hall to take this. And Hall just trying to play it in towards Knowles. Gets the ball back, but Warren Harris is there for. Ball breaks kindly here towards Knowles. Robbed of it well by Webb. And then this towards Flood. Back towards Webb. Then Flood gets the ball back. Lovely little trick inside. Finds Dobson. Dobson has the ball. Just plays it a little bit behind two Slough players. And Fraser has to get the ball back here. And finds Nisbet on the far hand side. Nisbet down the line trying to find Dobson. Just hits Dobson rather than control it. And it allows Hurst, the right back, to play the ball. Ball over the top here. Slough with some defending to do. It's Guy Hollis running in the corner. And goes back to his goalkeeper Turner. Chased down by Short. And Turner's clearance isn't the best. But it's one in the centre by Ollie Knowles, but Nisbet has plenty of time to get the clearance. Plays down on the far hand side, looking for Dobson on the far side. Dobson will get to, picks it up on the edge of the 18-yard box. Got no one inside the box, trying to go past Hurst. Just gives him a little push, still has the ball. He's got Nathan Smart, crosses first time. It's headed away by Gardner. Poor ball across by Knowles, puts Tiverton under pressure. Ball here with Fraser. Fraser finds Warren Harris. Harris gives the ball to Jackman. Jackman can take a touch here. Then looks to cross, trying to find Williams. Headed away though by Momola. Comes out here towards Short. Now a chance here for Tiverton on the break. Short just overruns the ball. Just manages to get there first. He's got a couple of players running. Just goes down and then gets... it's a foul there by... trying to see who it is. Nathan Webb. And Nathan Webb's going to get a yellow card for that foul, I guess. Looked like Jamie Short had run into him, but... it's Nathan Webb. Is he going to get a yellow card? Or is it just a talking to? I could have sworn he went for his... He hasn't given him a yellow card. It's just a talking to Nathan Webb there. He was trying to explain that they were a bit of butt shirt pulling either way, but it's a free kick to Tiverton, 25 yards away from goal, but it's quite wide to the left, almost in line with the far line that comes off the penalty area, so a bit wide to the byline. And again, 4 players standing over this for Tiverton. And it looks like it will be Levi Landricum who will take this. Just Slough just being aware of what's going on. And it is Landricum who looks like he's going to place it for this free kick. And he takes it towards goal and well punched away by Jack Turner. Good save by Turner. Comes out on the far hand side towards Hurst. Hurst trying to go down and trick his way and get a cross in. Does get a cross in. Headed away by Fraser. Only as far as Levi Landricum will shoot from distance. But that's way over the top of the bar. But a good effort there by Tiverton. Good free kick by Landricum. It was well spotted by Turner. Just pushed away. But it remains now with this 1-goal lead here at Arbour Park. And it's going to be Turner in the Slough goal to take this goal kick. And plays a long ball down the field here, looking for Flood. It's going to be headed away though by Gardner, only as far as Nathan Smart on the halfway line. Just allows the ball to bounce, and that allows Short to get a touch in. Nisbet wins it back. Finds Fraser. Fraser with the ball across here towards Jackman. Jackman with the ball down. It's a poor ball. Picked out well by Knowles. Knowles plays the ball in here to Landricum, Mike Landricum, but his ball goes straight out of play and out for a throw to Slough by the away dugout. They're going to let Guy Hollis take this one. Hollis just urging his Slough teammates to come in a little bit. Long throw by him, headed on by Hall. Bounces up in the air. It's left by 2 players, and it's been poked forwards by Slough. Finding Warren Harris. Harris chasing Momola. Momola gets there first. Can only clear for a throw to Slough, level with the 18-yard locked box. And Slough just get a bit of luck there with a Tiverton mistake, and almost allowed Warren Harris to come through onto that one, but it's out for a throw. And Guy Hollis is the player that's been sent forward to take this throw for Slough. Dobson comes short to try and draw a couple of players out as Hollis plays the throw into the box. It's flicked on by Nisbet, comes through to Williams, bounces around, ball still bouncing around in there. Slough trying to get there first, it's bouncing everywhere, comes out towards Nathan Webb. Webb takes a touch, finds Hollis with a chip into the box. It's too close to the goalkeeper Rice, and that's an easy catch for him. And Rice immediately clears down the field looking for Howe, comes off the head of Nathan Smart back towards the goalkeeper Turner. Good defending by Nathan Smart, and the ball's with The Slough goalkeeper Turner, who just drops it on the edge of his penalty area, plays the ball down the field, looking for Warren Harris. Harris up against Hall, comes off Hall last, and will be a throw to the Rebels by the home dugout. Quickly taken by Harris, finds Jackman. Jackman in towards Nathan Webb. Webb has the ball still at his feet. Crosses on the far hand side where he finds Nathan Smart in acres of space. Smart does well. Chased back here by Owen Hall, but Smart on the far hand side. Cuts inside with the ball. Still gives it here towards Dobson. Dobson takes a touch. Shoots from distance again. Oh, it's just wide of the goal. And well spotted again by Rice, who has let a couple go wide of his goal, but that one was well judged. It's out for a goal kick. And played 32 and a half minutes almost. And it's Slough with this 1 goal lead. The goal scored by James Dobson on 22 minutes. It's Rice with this goal kick. Rice just waiting for his players to turn, face the ball, chips the ball down the field, looking for Mike Landricum, headed away by Hollis, finds Williams. Williams beaten to the ball by Knowles. Ball played forwards. Nisbet gets there first for Slough, then plays it out across here towards Nathan Smart. Smart looks up, brings the ball with him. He's got Dobson just on his near hand side, back in towards Nathan Smart, and Smart can just give the ball back here towards Nisbet, trying to draw Tiverton out. Ball played forward, looking for the run of Dobson. Dobson can try and keep this in on the far hand side. He gets there first, plays it across in towards Flood. It's 2! And Slough had a second, and yet again, great work down the left hand side by James Dobson. A fantastic 50-yard ball by Mark Nisbet, sets him free. He gets down the sideline, plays it in first time, a little bit behind Flood. Flood just turns, angles his body, opens it up, and it's another goal for the Rebels. And it's scored by Chris Flood, and Slough have a 2-0 lead here at Arbour Park. And again, it comes down that left-hand side, and I've got to say that Nick Hurst, who's playing as right back, it's not that he's having a torrid time, but he's got no help whatsoever in a defensive way from, I guess it's number 7, Jamie Short, who's playing right midfield, but he's literally up against Dobson, and Dobson is electric tonight, and Tiverton try and take the goal kick, the kick-off, without a ball. It's Levi Landricum takes the ball and finds Hurst on that far hand side, in towards Mike Landricum, has time on the ball, plays it out on the far hand side to Hurst, but wins a free kick for a foul by Sean Fraser. And it's a free kick for Tiverton, a couple of feet inside the Slough half. And they send forwards Price and Gardner for this free kick. Slough have to come back in numbers. It will be the right back Hurst to take this free kick. Long ball into the box, looking for Mike Landricum. Over the top of everyone, comes to Price. Price just forced away from the goal by James Dobson. Nathan Webb trying to click it in, and then comes off Dobson last and goes out for a throw just by the corner flag for Tiverton. And I can't see who's going to take it because there's a floodlight in the way. My apologies. They're going to leave it for Hurst to come across from the right hand side, so we'll just wait for him to jog across to take this throw. This is a throw literally right by the corner flag here for Tiverton, and they've left forward Gardner and Price following that free kick. It's Hurst with the throw into the box, good long throw, headed across the goal, headed away well by Hollis, in the way cleared by Fraser, only as far as Levi Landricum. He slips and then allows Fraser to bring the ball out. Fraser now trying to find Manny Williams on his own, beaten to the ball though by Hall, and then the ball's gone forwards, and Nathan Webb has fouled Nick Hurst. Hurst has gone down. He's I wouldn't say it's theatric, but he's rolled about 3 or 4 times, and then once Nathan Webb gets the yellow card, which he's going to get, he gets up. So it's a yellow card to Nathan Webb on 36 minutes, and it will be a free kick for Tiverton, 35 yards away from goal, on this near hand side. And it is a yellow card to Nathan Webb, and the linesman just explaining that the free kick's got to be taken where the foul was and not where Hurst actually ended up. And they'll just mark out, the referee will just mark out 10 yards here. Williams is a one-man wall, and because it's going to be Nick Hurst, the right back, to take this free kick for Tiverton. And Hurst whips his ball in with some pace on the far hand side over the top of everyone and goes out of play for a goal kick. So boy, we've got a break as we wait for Turner to go and get the ball. Let's see if we can find you some more scores from around the grounds. Turner takes the kick quickly, trying to find Flood. Flood on the far hand side up against Mamolo. Oh, he's turned him well. And Slough on the attack. They've got a couple in the middle. It's Flood inside the box, still running with the ball. Keeps on going. Just pushed off by Short, but Flood will try and win the ball back. Short stands on the ball. Williams will come across for Slough in towards Mike Landricum. Finds Knowles. Tiverton can try and clear out. Poor ball. Only as far as Nathan Smart. And Smart plays it in here towards Dobson. Dobson has the ball at his feet. In towards Nathan Webb. Webb trying to find Fraser. Just overruns it a little bit, but Fraser does well to keep hold of the ball and finds Chapman. Back towards Fraser. In towards Webb. Webb in towards Dobson. Dobson trying to flick the ball on for Warren Harris, but it's Callum Hall that comes across to clear, and now to play for a throw to Slough. Quick throw here by Slough from Jackman towards Hollis, and across to Mark Nis. Got about 7 minutes left of this first half. Nisbet with the ball here, easily at the middle of his own pitch here, just happy to have the ball. Back towards Hollis from Webb. In here towards Warren Harris. Harris comes deep, flicks the ball in, sells Webb short, and Levi Landricum has the ball, just running across the halfway line. Still has the ball, breaks into the centre circle, just chipping the ball forwards here. But Hurst hadn't continued his run, and that allows Nathan Smart plenty of time to go back and get the ball. And he's by his 18-yard box now, brings the ball 20-30 yards. Still travelling with the ball at his feet. Has Fraser on the inside of him. Fraser looks up. Spreads the ball here towards Chapman. Chapman closed down by Howe, but on the volley takes the ball down into the path of Hollis. Hollis in towards Webb. Webb immediately closed down here by Knowles. Back towards Hollis. Hollis with the ball down the field, looking for Warren Harris. Callum Hall takes it down well on his chest, then plays it in towards Knowles. Knowles is onside, looking for the ball towards Levi Landricum on the far hand side. Great headed away by Nisbet, only as far as Short. Short takes a touch, trying to get it onto his foot to shoot. Trying to put it onto his other foot, still running. Oh, and then taken off him by Nathan Webb. Great play by Nathan Webb. And now plays it towards Dobson. Dobson, he's closed down immediately, and Mamola has actually committed a foul. I couldn't understand that, but Slough won a free kick, and I don't know how, for what for. Didn't look like a foul to me, but I am not the referee, so my opinion counts for nothing. It's a free kick to Slough, so a couple of feet inside their own half. And it's taken quickly here towards Nathan Smart. So Smart down the line here towards Dobson. Dobson's got Mike Landricum for company. Switch is on the right foot. Headed away by Price. Only as far as Fraser. Fraser chipping the ball forward, looking for Flood. Flood on the edge of the 18-yard box. Has Jackman with him if he needs him. Jackman's got the ball. In towards Warren Harris. Harris can turn. Back here towards Fraser. Fraser has Flood on the outside of him if he needs him. In towards Jackman. Jackman towards Fraser. Slough still with the ball. Fraser in towards Dobson. Now they find Flood. Flood has the ball. Cuts inside well. Still has the ball at his feet. Trying to play it in on the edge of the box. And a great tackle there by Mamola. Finds Levi Landricum with the ball. Trying to play the ball here. Looking for the run of Howe. Howe up against Hollis. Only going to be one winner of that. And it's Hollis who plays it back towards Turner. And Turner plays the ball long down the field. Flood trying to flick the ball on. Does really well to flick the ball on. And it's Hurst. Does well with Warren Harris breathing down his neck. Plays the ball forward, but Howe would be offside if he goes near it. He doesn't need to. And it goes all the way through to Turner in the Slough goal. And Turner just happy to have the ball on the edge of his 18-yard box at the moment. Just has the ball. Just a reminder, if you do want to get in contact, it's on Twitter, it's at MyFC Rebels Radio. If you're listening on YouTube, you can go on the comment section. Ball play forward towards Warren Harris. Won it on his chest. In towards Jackman. Jackman finds Fraser. Fraser looking to find Manny Williams. Williams with a bit of space here, finding Warren Harris on the far hand side. Harris crosses over the head of Dobson, but it comes to Nathan Smart. Smart will shoot from distance, and it's way over the top of the goal there and out for a goal kick, but good to see Nathan Smart that far up the field on a Slough attack, but unfortunately it comes to nothing, and it'll be a goal kick here to Tiverton, as we've got around 4 minutes of the first half left here, and it's Rice in the Tiverton goal, and looks to play the ball forward, looking for Mike Landricum. Well won by Nathan Webb. Finds Warren Harris. Harris flicking the ball on. Knowles comes across to clear it, only as far as Hollis. Hollis has time to play the ball. Hicks it down the field, comes off Howe, flicked on by Flood, trying to find Williams. Williams just well under pressure, holds the ball up well. Still has it, trying to chip it in towards Flood. Flood with a bit of space here. Has the ball on the edge of the 18-yard, back in towards Williams. Williams breaks into the box. Oh, he's just lost the ball, and it's come through here to Mike Landracoom, who plays the ball forward, looking for Levi, but it's missed all of them and goes all the way back to the Slough goalkeeper Turner. Good play by Slough there, but well defended in the end by Mamola with the tackle. And Slough had the ball here with Nisbet. Plays it towards Fraser. Back towards Nisbet. In towards Hollis. Hollis and Nisbet quite happy to have the ball at their feet. Chipped forwards on the far hand side to Nathan Smart. Smart has a bit of space here. And it looks as though maybe a slight change in formation for Tiverton. As Short seems to be coming on the inside. Ball played in here towards Warren Harris. Harris does well to win the ball. Towards Fraser. In towards Williams. Williams holds the ball up. Has Jackman on this right back position, who's come quite advanced. Got Fraser on the overlap if he needs him. Crosses to the far post. Got too much on it. And that's asking a lot of Dobson to try and keep the ball in. Does he keep it in? No, it doesn't. Jackman just made the wrong choice there. He had Fraser on the overlap if he'd have looked up, but didn't play it through, and it's a throw to Tiverton on the far hand side, around about 10 yards away from their corner flag. And it's the right back Nick Hurst with the throw, finding Owen Howe. Howe's flick on, goes straight out of play for a throw, and Nisbet takes it quickly. Will throw it all the way back to Turner in the Slough goal from the halfway line. Turner will be quite happy as we've got 2 minutes left of this first half to have the ball, and he'll wait for Levi Landracoom to come forwards to get it. Then chips it in here towards Nathan Smart. And again, it's that right midfield position. Nathan Smart seeing a lot more of the ball here. Back towards Nathan Webb, towards Nisbet. Nisbet will go again back towards his goalkeeper. This time Howe will chase Turner down. Ball played forwards looking for Flood. Flood's header trying to find Warren Harris on the near hand side. Headed away by Hall, but only as far as Jackman. Jackman then finds Flood. Flood just evades a challenge. Still has the ball. So to the edge of the area. Shoots hard and low. Oh, Rice with the save. He spills it. And he has to get a second bite at the cherry. Well guided back though by the captain Jamie Price, but that's the first spill that Rice has made. Ball played in towards Nisbet. Nisbet does well to win the header. Comes out towards Dobson on the far hand side. Dobson plays it all the way through to his goalkeeper, and he has to rush and get there first. And immediately Dobson apologises to Turner, putting him under pressure there. And it was Levi Landracoom who almost got in, but Turner just got there first. It's a throw to Tiverton on the far hand side. Price finds Mamola. Back towards Price. In towards Knowles. Knowles inside the centre circle of the Tiverton half. Looks up. Trying to flick the ball here on the far hand side where it's a run by the right back Hurst. Smart with a header, but Hurst will get the ball back. Jobson has to come back and defend for the Rebels. Hurst going into the corner. That's a cracking tackle by James Dobson. Wins the ball, and then Nathan Smart has it in the corner. Just runs with it. Just overruns it out of play. There's will be a minute of added time in this first half. Ball's here with Knowles. Into the box. Nisbet sticks the leg out and wins it. That's another good challenge by Slough. And then Nisbet closed down by Short. Plays the ball down the field, but that's out of play for a throw to Tiverton on the halfway line. So we've got a minute of added time to be played here at Arbour Park. It's Mamola on the far hand side with the throw. Finds Price. Level with his own 18-yard box. Price can bring the ball forwards here for Tiverton. Trying to chip the ball forward, but he's given that ball away to Warren Harris. And Harris now up against Gardner. Just overruns the ball. And in fact it's Knowles who's under pressure from Slough. Plays it back here towards Gardner, and Gardner loses it. It's closed down well by Flood. Flood keeps the ball in by the corner flag. Trying to look to get across it. Looking for Williams at the far post. He's headed it across goal and knows that it comes across his body. One back by Jackman's ball will come through to Landracoom, but well one back by Slough. Only as far as Mamola. Mamola with the ball. Looking to, he's not sure who to play it, but he's just given the ball away. That's a silly bit of play there by the number 5. Back here with Dobson. Dobson flicking it over on the far hand side, looking for Flood. Flood takes it on his chest. Heavy touch by him. Goes out of play for a throw. Quick taken by Hall. In towards Knowles. Knowles plays it back towards the left back Hall. Hall in towards Mike Landracoom. Gets the ball back from him. Plays it down the line. Trying to play it through, but it's got too much on it. I'll go through to the goalkeeper. In fact, it won't, because it's half time here at Arbour Park. And it's Slough with a 2-goal lead here in this Evo Stick Southern Premier League game. The goal's coming from James Dobson on 22 minutes, and what a goal that was. Second goal for the Rebels comes from Chris Flood on 34 minutes. So Slough with a 2-0 lead, and one of the Tiverton coaches is just going over to give his opinions to the referee. I think it's to do with the fact that they're getting caught offside quite easily on this far hand side, but the referee having none of it and sends him away, and still having a go word with him, but the referee is quite happy that his team are making the right decisions. And at half time here at Arbor Park Slough with this 2-goal lead. Let's see if we can find you some latest scores from some of those other games that are happening involving the Southern League teams. Let's see, it's nice if they actually put the scores on, isn't it? Kings Langley 2, Dorchester 0. As our match sponsors, Peter Noreen are just walking past. Thank you very much for sponsoring the game. And let's see what else we've got for you here. It's St Neots 1, Chesham 1. That's at at Chesham, sorry. So Chesham 1, St Neots 1. St Ives 0, Bishop Stortford 0. Let's have a look at what we've got. Kings Langley, we've just done that one. They haven't got. Why do they not put goals? What the score is? You want to know what the score is, don't you? Let's see what else we can find for you. Not a lot. Hereford are dead. Mike Simmons been sent off. Same player that got sent off against Slough, and Slough won down. Weymouth 1, Murph 1 is our current score. We'll just double check this. So we'll just see.
The 300, the winner is Kelly Turner. Again. Number 176, second prize.
So just a draw here for the 500 club being done here. So just wait to see if the 500 club draw is being done here at the moment. It's not going very well. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. He's shouting out anything. Good evening to people listening and getting in contact via the YouTube. So Darren Yates has been listening in. Will Reese is in there. Marchacho wants to know. It's 2-0 at the moment. Who else have we got? David Pengelly's listening in. He's in Torrievo, something like that. I don't know where he is. He's abroad somewhere. He's listening from Spain. Everyone seems to be listening from Spain tonight. Getting the wrong end of the draw, aren't we? Here, everyone else seems to be getting the good times, and we get the bad times. But there you go. Right. So at the half times, Chesham 1, St Neots 1, Dunstable 0, Kings Lynn 1. Gosport Borough 0, Banbury 3. It's Hereford 0, Farnborough 0. Kings Langley 2, Dorchester 0. St Ives 0, Bishop Stortford 0, and Weymouth 1, Merthyr 1. Those are your half-time scores. And in the FA Cup, it is Kettering 0, Nantwich 1. So there you go. We've got you all up to date as it goes. And there you go. So that's up to date with the scores. We've got a few minutes before the start of the second half. Also in the FA Cup, Solihull Moors are leading Ossett Town, one of the lowest ranked teams left in the league, 2-0. And we know that some of you might be wanting to, you might be watching some of the Champions League. Let's just to give you a couple of the scores. Maribor 0, Liverpool 4. Spartak 1, Sevilla 1. In Group F, which is Man City's group, it's Feyenoord 1, Shakhtar Donetsk 1, Man City 2, Napoli 0. In Group G, it's RB Leipzig 3, Porto 2, Monaco 1, Besiktas 1. In Group H, it's Apol Nicosia 0, Borussia Dortmund 0, Real Madrid 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Also in Bristol Rovers are having a bit of a nightmare, but we say that because remember last Tuesday Slough were having a nightmare. It's Shrewsbury 4, Bristol Rovers 0. So we all know what happened last Tuesday. Bristol Rovers fans, if you're listening, don't give up hope. You never know what can happen. We've experienced it ourselves. We've also got in the Bostik League, Dulwich 2, Harlow 0, Folkestone and Victor 1, Leatherhead 0, Hendon 1, Needham Market 0, Margate 0, Mersham 1, Tunbridge 1, Leiston 1. In the FA Cup replays, Enfield 0, Maidstone 0's half time. Billericay are 2-1 up against Brackley Town. So some of the FA Cup replay scores there for you. As we await the second half here at Arbour Park. We'll keep you updated with any changes as well that start in the second half, but we are just waiting for everyone to start. It's got about 5 minutes. It's a little bit late kicking off here at Arbour Park. It was about 7:48 the kick-off, so you've got a fair few minutes left before half time, and we'll give you some of the upcoming games for the Rebels. So on Saturday, Slough will be away to Kettering, which could be a top of the table clash. And just a reminder that we do have some problems at Kettering with the fact that they have no power where they situate the away people. So we're not sure if we'll be able to broadcast, but we'll give you more of those details when we get there to see what the situation is. So just be aware that there might not be a Rebels radio on Saturday due to power issues, but we'll see how it goes and see what we can do. On a week today, Tuesday the 24th of October, it's going to be Slough at home to Gosport Borough, and that will be a 7:45 kickoff. And then also next Saturday, which will be the 28th of October, Slough are away to Kidlington in the FA Trophy. Again, there's a supporters coach running to both Kettering and Kidlington. I believe that the Kettering one has only got about 8 or 9 spaces left, so if you do want to get on the coach to go to that game, you'll need to be quite quick. But there is a coach booking for Kidlington, and also you can put your name down for interest if you would like to go on the coach to Gainsborough Trinity in the FA Cup. So coach bookings are being taken for that. There's no prices for that game yet. At the moment, they're going to see how many they can get and see how many want to go. But there will be coaches going to Gainsborough Trinity for the FA Cup game. So if you fancy coming along and you want to get on the coach, then get in contact with the coach organisers, which is through the Supporters Trust. So have a look at that and see what you can find. So we're just waiting around. We'll see if we can find you some of the more of the scores in the FA Cup for you. So let's see if we can find any. Try and find it between. Just trying to find. It's like finding miracles, isn't it? Trying to find whatever here. So we can't seem to find anything. So we'll just wait for the second half to start. Some of the rest of the Slough players are already out at the moment, and just no sign of any substitutions for the Rebels at the moment. We're still waiting for Tiverton to come back out. Good evening to Lorna Fraser, who is Sean Fraser's mum. And normally, Sean Fraser's mum Lorna does the ironing while doing the commentary, but tonight she's washing up. So there you go. Thank you for getting in contact. Sean's playing quite well today, so you'll be good for that. We've got a Mark Landricum who's been listening. He says, best commentary I've heard this season, very fair to both sides, well done for trying to pronounce my son's names. Thank you very much. Hopefully I've pronounced it right. If there's a way of pronouncing it better, then feel free to get in contact. And let's just say it's a little bit easier tonight than it was last Tuesday evening. Just a reminder that there is a clip, if you look up FC Video on Twitter, they did do a little 5-minute clip of Tuesday's game last week. That magnificent comeback by Slough, where they were 4-0 down after 18 minutes, 4-0 down with 49 minutes to go. And Mark Landricum, if you wanted to listen to some even better commentary, if you find that clip, it's on YouTube, Merthyr versus Slough. It's done by FC Video. It's a little bit crazier last Tuesday than it was this evening, but that's not to say that so far it won't be as good. We shall wait to see what the second half brings us. And we can start to see some of the Tiverton players come out as well. So looks like we're not far away from the start of this second half. And we'll just keep our eye out to see if there's any changes. Have they changed the goalkeeper? I'm not sure. I've got a funny feeling they might have changed the goalkeeper. I'm not quite 100% sure here. We'll keep an eye out on that one, but maybe not. Maybe it's just because I haven't seen his number 1 on his back before. I've just seen him from the front view, but we'll see. We'll try and keep you up to date. Let's have a look at how many are out there. The referee is back out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. Seem to be a Tiverton player missing at the moment. So there you go. We have a right. Right, so Tiverton have made a change, and it is the goalkeeper. I thought it looked like a different player. Coming on is Liam Gregory on 45 minutes. He is replacing the goalkeeper, Martin Rice. Now, I've just got to try and figure out the number of the player who's gone in goal, because it's definitely not number 12. He's out on the pitch. He's got lime green boots. I'm just trying to see who it is. I can't, unfortunately, see the numbers of all the players here, and I've got a funny feeling it could be Callum Hall who's gone in goal. Doesn't look like Tiverton have a replacement goalkeeper. I'll try and I'll keep an eye because I can't see some of the numbers. It's going to Tiverton with the kick-off. And the ball played here towards Price. Price has the ball inside his own half. Ball played in here towards Knowles. Knowles trying to speed forwards down the pitch. Finds here short, but just overruns it. And Nathan Smart has won the ball here for Slough. Running at the defence here of Tiverton. Up into the edge of the box. Goes past and wins a foul here by Jamie Price on the corner of the box. And I am going to hazard a guess. Do apologise if I get this wrong, but the only number that I haven't seen is the number 3, Callum Hall. So I get the funny feeling that Callum Hall has gone in goal for Tiverton here. So it doesn't look like they've got a replacement goalkeeper on. It's a long way to come from Devon on a Tuesday evening. And it looks like Martin Rice has gone off injured. And it looks like Callum Hall is the replacement goalkeeper. And it's a free kick here for Slough. It's right on the corner of the box, of the 18-yard angle here. It's on this left-hand side. Chris Flood is the player standing over. I wonder if Slough have realised that there's a substitute goalkeeper and whether they're going to try and test him out early in this second half. It's Chris Flood here with this free kick, hit hard and low. Oh, and it's got a touch, and in the end, was it a goal? I think that the goalkeeper actually got a fingertip to it, but the ball came in with some pace on it from Chris Flood. It's got a touch. It's out for a corner to Slough on the far-hand side. And they're going to let Manny Williams come across to take this one. No, they're not. They're going to let Dobson take it. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Dobson is the player to take this one. I think, again, they're going to try and pressurise this substitute goalkeeper. It's Dobson with an in-swinging corner here for Slough. And Dobson just waiting to pressurise. It's gone to the far post. It's hit the bar from Flood. Ball still bouncing around inside the box. Hooked clear. Slough looking for a penalty, but it's been given the other way. It's a free kick to Tiverton inside their 6-yard box. And it's the referee says it's a free kick to Tiverton. So that change was Liam Gregory on for Martin Rice, the goalkeeper. And oh no, there's Callum Hall. I can see him. 9, 10, 7, 8, 3. I could have sworn I've seen 11, 5, 6. Tom Gardner is now the goalkeeper, I believe. My apologies. It looks like Gardner is now the goalkeeper. He's played the ball long down the field. Nathan Smart's on it, gets a push in the back there. And it's a free kick here to Slough by Levi Landricum. And what's that? Cup of tea? I thought you bought me a cup of tea then. Just putting an order in. Anyone else want some drinks while he's buying? Just one sugar, please. Look, see, this is what we get here. Brilliant. Slough giving a foul away there. So just getting an order in of a cup of tea there. It's very nice of someone to buy us a cup of tea. It's a free kick again by Slough inside the Tiverton half, level with the 18-yard box. It's a foul by Slough. And it's going to be Price that will take this free kick here, and it's played down the field. It comes through to Nathan Webb, wins the first ball, one back by Short, only as far as Fraser just skies that one up in the air to Dobson. Dobson smashes this one high up and handsome. Underneath it is Price with the header, trying to find Hurst, but only finds Dobson. Dobson has the ball at his feet, down the line here towards Williams. Williams just fouled there by Momola, and that's a silly foul to give away because he's right on the sideline. No need for Momola to dive in like that, and he's given away a free kick to Slough, level with the away dugout here. And the referee is just going to have a word with Momola. Guy Hollis has just gone across to say something. Momola gives Hollis the evil look to say, "What are you doing over here? Get away." And Momola just being spoken to by the referee here. It's a free kick to Slough. It's literally 35 yards away from goal. And it's Dobson that will take it on this left-hand side, right by this left sideline. And it looks like Dobson will try and whip this ball into the box here for Slough. It's Dobson to take it in with some power. It's come through all the way, comes back cleared, and it's going to be Jackman who wins the ball here for Slough. Picks it up inside the halfway line, has the ball at his feet, plays it down here towards Nisbet, who's still forwards, in towards Warren Harris, back towards Jackman. Jackman looks up, finds Nisbet on the right hand side. Nisbet trying to find a run of Warren Harris. It's the substitute Gregory who comes back and defends and clears down the line, trying to find Levi Landricum, well spotted by Nathan Webb, who wins the ball back here for Slough. Plays the ball in here to Manny Williams. Manny Williams forced wide on the far hand side, trying a little trick, and it's a good tackle by Gregory, but Manny Williams has won it back for Slough on the far hand side. Evades the challenge on the far hand side, still running with the ball, tries to get across it. It's deflected here towards Jackman. Jackman back towards Williams. Williams left with the 18-yard box, crosses in here towards Warren Harris. Heavy touch by him, allows Short to clear. Comes out here towards Webb though, and as far as Williams. Williams takes a touch in towards Dobson. Dobson looks up, spreads, trying to chip the ball to the far hand side, but it's over the top, and Chris Flood can't chase it. And I've got a funny feeling that Tiverton have gone free at the back. With Gardner going in goal, it's like Mike Landricum is playing alongside Price and Momola in a free centre-back partnership. It's Gardner who's the substitute goalkeeper in goal here for Tiverton, about to take this goal kick. And gets a good distance on it, only as far as Dobson. Dobson's header trying to find Flood. Flood trying to turn. Comes off Mike Landricum. Comes into the centre towards Knowles. Knowles spreads here towards Hurst. His ball is easily cut out by Nisbet. Only to Knowles. Knowles' touch finds Hurst again. In towards Short. Short to Knowles. Knowles trying to find the ball in. Oh, and it's a good ball here towards Hurst. Hurst plays it into the box. And some defensive play by Josh Jackman, which is absolutely stunning. He's burst into the box and managed to just put the ball over the top of the bar. It's a corner to... my thanks to Mick for buying me a cup of tea. You don't know how much that is appreciated. You really don't. It's going to be a corner here to Tiverton, and it's Jamie Short who's going to take this corner. In swinging corner here for Tiverton. The Tivy Ultras are behind the goal. Takes it short here towards Levi Landricum. Back towards Short. Short plays the ball into the far hand side. It's headed goals by Price. Hooked clear by Hollis. Only as far as Jackman. Jackman on the edge of his box back towards Hollis. Hollis can hook the ball clear. Trying to find Manny Williams. Williams takes it down on his chest. Then finds Warren Harris. Harris running with the ball down that right-hand side. Got Gregory in front of him, trying to play it off him, and he gets a throw off that one. And it's a throw to Slough, halfway inside the Tiverton half. Slough weren't too happy with the linesman on this near-hand side. They thought it was an offside, but ball's been taken quickly here by Warren Harris towards Jackman. Jackman in towards Nathan Webb. Webb in towards Dobson. Just played it behind him, and Hurst can come across and win the ball for Tiverton. Hurst running with the ball. Finds Mamola. Mamola under pressure from Nathan Webb. Turns. Just gives the ball away. Well won back by Nathan Webb. And then Chris Flood will get the ball back here for Slough. Ball goes out of play, does it? And the linesman on this near-hand side says no. The Tiverton management go mad. They're not happy with that. It's a throw in the end towards to Slough, right by the corner flag. But it's going to be Nathan Smart that comes across to take it. And Smart takes a quick throw in towards Dobson. Back towards Smart. In towards Dobson. Dobson crosses in first time. Aim towards Flood. Flood goalwards. It's going to bounce in the box. And Gardner in goal takes that ball down well. And Gardner takes a long kick down the field here, trying to find Howe up against two Slough players. It's Hollis that wins the ball back here for the Rebels, plays the ball down the line, looking for the run of Manny Williams. Williams will try and get there. Williams goes in, plays the ball up well, has the ball with his feet. Got Warren Harris running on the inside. Gregory does well to defend him on the far side. Gregory forced wide, but Hollis still there. He's by the byline, trying not to give a corner away. Slough looking for a corner. Gregory does well, and the ball's gone out of play in the end for a throw to Slough. And Gregory did well to keep that one from going out for a corner, but it's a throw to Slough. They're going to let Jackman be the player that takes it. Quickly one in towards Dobson. Dobson back in towards Jackman. Jackman plays a little ball into Warren Harris on the edge of there. Plays the ball into the box. So it's gone all the way across. Is it going to be a corner? Slough kept the ball in on the far hand side with Flood. Flood finds Nathan Smart. Smart in towards Fraser. Fraser can look to turn. Then spreads it wide here, finding Nathan Webb. Webb in towards Jackman. Jackman closed down by Hall. In towards Dobson. Dobson now on that far side. Crosses first time. It's come off the head of Price. It's out for a corner to the Rebels. And Slough on the front foot here at the moment in this second half. And so good evening to Dave Stevenson, who's thankfully not listening to Tottenham. He's listening here now. And you're welcome along with any other fans. Craig Minter's listening. Thank you all for listening in and joining in on the chat. Have a little chat amongst yourselves while we wait for this corner to come in. It's Dobson that will take... Is it Dobson? I can't see who it is. It's Dobson in the corner. It's going to be an outswinging corner here for the Rebels. Played into the far post, but it's headed across by Nisbet. Comes out here towards Fraser. And Fraser's ball high up in the air. Nisbet wins the header, but he can't direct it goal. It just goes wide of the goal. And out for a goal kick. And Sean Fraser's mum, Lorna, was maybe getting excited that Sean would get his fourth goal ever for the Rebels. He does have to wait normally about 99 appearances for a goal, so he's got a while to wait, unfortunately, before his next goal. As Gardner, the replacement goalkeeper, takes his kick in towards Howe, missed by all of them. Comes out here towards Nisbet. Nisbet can clear only as far as Hurst. Hurst takes the ball down well, finds Howe on this near-hand side. Comes to 10 yards deep, plays the ball down the line. Nisbet will chase this one for Slough. And under pressure, Hurst has run well to win the ball back. Ball played in here towards Short. Back out here towards Knowles. Knowles chipped the ball forwards, but it's got too much on it for Howe and goes through to Turner in the Slough goal. Turner just waits for Howe to come across to pick the ball up, and then we'll look to see if he can get Slough on the attack here down this side. He's looking to throw the ball, is he? Or is he going to kick the ball now? He's going to kick it now. A long kick here by Turner. It's Mike Landricum underneath. It wins the header, but it goes straight out of play for a throw to Slough, right by the away dugout, 20 yards away from the Slough goal. Quickly taken by Dobson towards Smart, back towards Dobson. Dobson hits it straight at Short, and it comes to Hurst. Dobson trying to close the ball down, but Hurst gives it to Short. Short with the ball down the line. Nisbet comes across, heads the ball well down here towards Nathan Smart, and Smart just gives the ball away, and it's picked up here by Callum Hall. Hall with the ball. Up towards Owen Howe. Holds the ball. He just played it behind the runner Short. And that's being brought forwards here by Josh Jackman. Jackman running with the ball. He's got Warren Harris wide with him. He's got Flood and Williams. He's going to take a shot himself, and it goes wide of the goal. It's taken a deflection, actually. And it'll be a corner there. Josh Jackman getting up. And Williams had made a run for him. He had a shot. But it's a corner now for Slough, and it will be Dobson that will take it. This will be an outswinging corner for the Rebels. So just going to have a bit of this tea in a second. It's a bit hot at the moment. Let it cool down. Teagate. It stops them with this outswinging corner. Just looking for a bit of movement from the Slough box. Into the box. It's headed away well by Owen Hall. Comes to the edge of the area while Fraser heads the ball back in. Williams underneath it for Slough. He just can't take a good touch, and it's hooked clear by Hall, who smashes it down the field, but only as far as Turner. Turner comes 10 yards out of his box to get the ball back, and he'll pummel this ball forward, looking for the run of Flood. Flood raises up, jumps up well, headed across to Mola with the header away, only as far as Short. Short just overruns the ball. So Callum Hall it was. He wins the ball back. Now finds Short inside the centre circle. Short turns, finds Knowles. Knowles immediately closed down by Nisbet. Knowles goes down really easy to win a free kick there. It's he was expecting the contact, and as soon as he got it, went down. It's a free kick here. Price takes it, quickly finds Knowles. Knowles just by the centre circle, brings it forward a couple of feet. Then looking for Gregory on the far hand side. Jackman with the header away. It'll come to Levi Landricum. No, it won't. It'll go offside against Gregory. It's a free kick for Slough. And I thought Turner was going to try and take that one quickly. We'll see if there's any scores around in the Southern Prem. And see what's going on in some of the other games. As Slough have the ball here with Webb in towards Nisbet. Slough still with this 2-goal lead. In towards Dobson. Dobson trying to find Nathan Smart. Smart wins the ball. Plays it in towards Flood. Flood trying to carry the ball on towards Smart. He's being forced backwards here. Then plays it in towards Nisbet. Nisbet has the ball. Brings it out towards Williams, but it's well spotted by Momola. Williams trying to win the ball back. Nathan Webb does win it back, but it falls kindly to Momola. Finds Knowles inside the centre circle. Knowles he's looking for an option. No one forward for him to find. Unfortunately, he's had to go back towards Price, the captain, playing as the centre of the free backs. In towards Short. Short with a bit of space here now, and Howe makes a run for it, but Short overruns it, and Slough can't keep it in. It's out for a throw to the Rebels. It's a throw to Tiverton. Sorry, my apologies there. Came off Smart last. It's a throw to Tiverton, 5 yards away from the corner flag. It'll be Nick Hurst to take this throw for Tiverton. So he's just going to wait for a couple of Tiverton players to go towards the box here. And the ball thrown in here. It's going to be headed away by Nisbet. Comes back to the goalkeeper Turner, and Turner comes well to claim that ball. And he's looking to try and get Slough on the attack early. Momola's underneath it. Heads the ball away. Only as far as Williams. Williams takes it down on his thighs. Treads on the ball. Still has the ball though. Finds Fraser. Fraser in towards Dobson. Dobson avoids a challenge. Dobson running down his near hand side. He's got two players on him now every time. He hits it straight at Hurst. Gives the ball away. And Hurst plays the ball down here looking for Howe. Little push in the back of Hollis, but Hollis is there first and then gets clattered by Howe, and it's out for it's a free kick, to Slough deep inside their own half. And it looks as though Tiverton have gone free at the back. Two wing backs in Gregory and Hurst. Hall has gone into the centre of midfield alongside Knowles and Short, with Levi Landricum and Owen Hall up front. That seems to be the formation of Tiverton this second half with that change. Long kick here by Turner, and Mike Landricum underneath it. Wins his header in towards Hall. And it's Nathan Webb that wins it back though for Slough. Finds Smart. Smart in towards Dobson. Dobson's ball looking for Williams. It's Price who wins the ball though. He comes and gets the ball. In here with Knowles. Knowles finds Hall inside the centre circle, forced wide to find Gregory. Just has to stretch as Gregory to keep the ball in towards Knowles. Knowles has the ball in towards Short. Short's got a run on the far hand side, but it's well spotted by Slough with Dobson intercepted and can bring the ball forwards here. Goes past, brings it in towards Flood. Flood takes a touch in towards Dobson wasn't expecting the ball there. And it's won back here by Mike Landricum in towards Knowles. Knowles just runs straight into trouble. Just manages to turn his way out. Still has the ball. Finds Momola. Momola looks up and finds Gregory on the left-hand side. Gregory under pressure immediately. Back towards Momola. Here's towards Price. Price will find Knowles. Knowles trying to turn on that centre circle spot. Trying to find the ball in towards Hurst. It's won back by Slough in towards Flood. And that's a poor challenge there by Knowles. And he could get a yellow card. He's come straight through the back of Chris Flood. And he will indeed get a yellow card. And the referee just pointing out it's not the first foul that he's made, and Knowles will go into the book on, my maths is terrible tonight, 17 plus 45, 64 minutes. There you go, roughly about 64 minutes for that yellow card. And it's a free kick to Slough. And Nisbet will be the player to take this one 10 yards inside the Slough half. As we just wait to see. Nisbet's just going to play it across here to centre-back partner Hollis. Hollis finds Jackman. Jackman forced into a quick pass back in towards Hollis. Hollis finding Nisbet, closed down by Levi Landrigan. Ball played forwards, looking for Warren Harris. He can't head the ball away. It's headed away by Mike Landrigan. Fraser rises high to win the next ball. It's booted down. It's well chested down by Nisbet, but finds Howe. Howe with the ball here to Hurst. Hurst back in, and it's well spotted by Nisbet, who does well to win the ball and brings it out here for the Rebels. Has the ball, gives it to Fraser. Fraser turns under pressure from Callum Hall, plays it in towards Warren Harris. Harris will find Fraser. Fraser in the centre circle. Lovely ball down the field looking for Flood. Flood trying to turn, but Flood's committed a foul. And it's a free kick to Tiverton. Good evening to Leslie Wheelers, who's listening in Cyprus. Nathan Webb does well, wins the ball back here for Slough, gives it towards Flood. Flood under pressure, finds Fraser to Webb. Ball up towards Williams. Williams finds Warren Harris in a central position. He's got Dobson on the far right hand side, but it's Jackman who picks the ball up here first for Slough. Running with it, takes a shot from distance, and again he's hit a daisy cutter. He's hit it hard and low, but a little bit wide of the goal. And out for a goal kick. Let's see if we can bring you some of the scores in the Southern Premier League as it stands here. We're just over an hour gone in those games. It's Chesham still 1-1 with St Neots, Dunstable 0, Kings Lynn 2, Gosport 0, Banbury United 3, Hereford 0, Farnborough 1, Kings Langley 2, Dorchester 1, St Ives 0, Bishop Stortford 1, and Weymouth are now 2-1 up against Merthyr. And there's a foul committed by Owen Howe here. And you finished, so can go back to what I'm doing. People, I don't care about the FA Cup. We don't care about the FA Cup. It's injury here to I'm trying to see, it's Nathan Smart at the moment who's down injured, just got clattered by Howe. And I think that Slough would maybe be suggesting that that's another foul committed by Howe, but nothing comes of it. So it's a free kick to Slough, halfway inside their own half. We've played 20 and a half minutes of this second half. And like I say, if you want to get in contact, you can contact us on Twitter at MyFC Rebels Radio or on the chat on the YouTube comments page. Slough just waiting for the referee to say it's okay to start the game. And it'll be a free kick to be taken by Jack Turner. And Turner, long ball down the field here, looking for Dobson. Dobson up against Hurst. Dobson beaten to the ball by Hurst. Comes out here towards Knowles. Knowles turns, finds Momola. Momola in towards Hurst. Hurst just under pressure now from Dobson. Just forced back towards Momola. Momola crosses 18-yard box, finds Price. Slough quite happy to let them have it. It looks like Slough have gone to a 4-3-3 formation here. Ball back out on the far hand side here to Mike Landrigan, playing at part of a centre-back partnership now. In up here towards Short. Short makes a bit of space. He's got Hall in front of him. Finds Levi Landrigan trying to find the ball in. Nisbet with the clearance. Comes here towards Fraser. Fraser turns under pressure well. Finds Nathan Smart. Smart just chased down again by Hall and plays it back towards the goalkeeper Turner. Turner hooks this ball. That'll come straight out of play into the stand. Almost caught by the gentleman there, but he just palms it away. It's a free throw into Tiverton. Hurst will take it halfway inside his own half. He doesn't have much of an option to throw it to, unfortunately. Throws it in towards Knowles, gets the ball back, then plays it across here towards Momola. Good touch there by Hurst. In towards Momola, spreads it out here to Gregory. Gregory, a couple of yards inside his own half. Back towards Knowles. Knowles deep line, plays it in forwards here, finding Hall. Hall with the ball, gets the ball back, but Hollis is there for Slough. Gets caught again, and that's another foul, and it's a free kick to Slough, just on the edge of their own penalty area. And I think Nisbet just having a word with the referee. They're not bad fouls at all by Tiverton. They're just slightly niggly, I suppose, is mostly the better way to say it. A little bit late-ish. But the referee is quite happy to let them go at the moment. as we're halfway through this second half. Now still with this 2-goal lead here at the moment. They haven't really tested the substitute goalkeeper, although I said replacement goalkeeper, Gardner in goal. Williams wins the flick on, but it goes all the way through to Gardner, who started the game at centre defence and now played half of this second half in goal and kept a clean sheet, much better than his normal goalkeeper did. Ball played here looking for Short. Short down his right hand side. Nathan Smart comes across. Smart just charges him off the ball. Short still has it though. Short holds the ball up by that corner flag. Being forced wide here in towards Knowles. Knowles has come across up against Webb. Oh, the 2 number 8s, and it's the Slough one that wins the ball back. Chips down the line here by Dobson. It's gone out of play for a throw to Tiverton. 10 yards inside their own half. Taken quickly by Mike Landricum. Gives it to Callum Hall. Under pressure from Williams. Hall does well. Finds Knowles in that centre circle position. In towards Momola. Momola leaves it for Price. Price under pressure here from Warren Harris. Finds Mike Landricum. He looking with the ball down. It's well spotted by Nathan Smart, who heads it into the path of Dobson. Dobson now has the ball. Just needs a little bit of help. Gives it to Williams. Williams towards Nathan Webb. Webb finds Nathan Smart. Back towards Webb. 2 Nathans keeping the ball. Webb now has it. Finds Hollis. Hollis has been forced backwards towards his own goal, but turns in plenty of space and time. And in towards the Slough goalkeeper Turner. Turner has the ball at his feet. Finds Nathan Smart. Tiverton chasing down well here. Again back towards Turner. Turner clears down the line. Looking for Williams. It comes off his thigh towards Dobson. Dobson now having a chance to run at the Tiverton defence. Turns away. Has the ball still at his feet. Chips across into the far hand side. Looking for Warren Harris. Headed away by Gregory. Towards Price. Price on the edge of his area. Gives the ball away here towards Fraser. Fraser digs a shot. And it's just over the top of the bar there. Sorry, Lorna. That was... he's not going to get that 4th goal of his Slough Town career, unfortunately. But at least he's up there having a go. I think if he scored his 4th ever goal, it's with Sean, he only scores 2 types of goal, either from a centimetre out or they're absolute crackers. Nisbet wins the ball in the centre circle for Slough. Finds Jackman towards Warren Harris. Harris trying to find it in towards Flood. Flood keeps the ball in, but only as far as Mike Landricum. Plays the ball over top looking for Levi. It's headed away here. One back here by Short, but he's run into Mark Nisbet and the ball has ricocheted through to Turner in the Slough goal, and there's a injury there. And now we've got a bit of trouble here with the fact that Tiverton actually have 2 players down injured. One of them is Jamie Short. And Super Kev is going to treat the other Tiverton player, who is the replacement goalkeeper. So Tiverton are having some big problems here with a shortage of players. Their normal goalkeeper went off at half time. Their replacement goalkeeper is down injured as well. So he's got the short straw. And who's going to have the second short straw? It looks like there will be a substitution.
Substitution for Slough in the 70th minute. Number 14, Lee Togwell, replacing.
Substitution for the Rebels. Nathan Webb coming off and Lee Togwell coming on. In the 71st minute, I make that. And there's a substitution for Tiverton, Nick Hurst off and Tom Bath on. Got that, number 2 off and 14 on for Tiverton. Just letting our stadium announcer. Tiverton. Did you get who we were playing wrong? I don't think he knows who we were playing. So the 2 substitutions there. One for the Rebels was Togwell on for Webb, and for Tiverton it was Bath on for Hurst. And it looks as though the goalkeeper's fine. I don't know who's got the ball. Who's got the ball? Oh, right. Okay. So Tiverton have kindly played the ball back here towards Turner in the Slough goal. And it looks as though Bath has gone up front to play alongside Howe and Levi Landricum. Long kick here by Turner. Finds Togwell. Togwell with the ball forward, trying to find Manny Williams. Manny Williams does well to gain in there and gets in there before Short. Finds James Dobson. Dobson with a chance to cross it. That's a great ball in, and it's a great bit of defending there by Mamola. And the referee has overruled the linesman and said it had come off Chris Flood last. And it's a goal kick that the referee has given. The linesman said it was a corner, but the referee has overruled him. And it's a goal kick here to Tiverton. We've played 28 minutes of the second half. Slough still with this 2-goal lead. Haven't really tested the replacement goalkeeper with any real testing shots. As Gardner takes the kick, aiming for Price, but it's over his head and goes out of play for a throw to the Rebels. And it's Nathan Smart to take this throw for Slough. We'll go all the way back to his goalkeeper Turner. Turner chased down here by Bath. And plays it forwards. Dobson does well to win the header. And, come on, referee. That's a silly foul by Short, who's now playing right back. And then the referee has given Slough a good chance here because Slough took the free kick quickly. He's saying it was a moving ball. The ball went out of play because we mistimed it. So the referee has kindly given Slough a second chance to take a free kick. But Jamie Short, who looks like he's now playing as the right wing back, just jumped straight into the back of Manny Williams for no reason whatsoever. And Dobson just been given some instructions here by Mark Nisbet. I think that Slough will really want to try and test the replacement goalkeeper here for Tiverton. It's Dobson with this free kick, 35 yards out. Whipped it into the buddy box. Flood wins the first header, but it's gone over the top of the bar and out for a goal kick. Togwell and some of the Slough fans thought it was a corner. But the referee has said it's a goal kick, and a goal kick it is. And it will be Gardner in goal to take this one. And he just chips it here to the halfway line. Dobson underneath it. It's going to leave it for Smart. Smart plays the ball forward. It will go back all the way towards the goalkeeper. And it is the replacement goalkeeper Gardner. This time he puts a high kick down the field. Dobson underneath it. Heads it the wrong way though. And it's flicked on by Levi Landricum. Only as far as Nisbet. Nisbet's clearance comes all the way through to Knowles. Knowles with a header in towards Hall. Hall in towards Short, who's in his third position of the night. Chased down here by Williams. Will go across to Mike Landricum. Landricum has plenty of the ball. Chipping the ball forward. Now looking for an offside. Bath is onside. Gets behind, but it's hooked clear by Hollis. Now looking for an offside that didn't come. Flood takes it on his 5, but only gives it away towards Knowles. Knowles with the ball across here towards Short. Short bringing the ball forwards for Tiverton. Finds Price here on this near hand side. Price just been guarded by Thompson. Gives it towards Knowles with the chip in towards the box. And well risen there by Howe. Heads it goalwards, but Bath was on his back toes. And it's an easy claim there for Jack Turner in the Slough goal. I make it, we've got about 15 minutes of this game left. Slough still with this 2-goal lead. And a kick by Turner. It bounces, hits Price on the chest, plays the ball forward. This time Levi Landricum is offside. And it's a free kick for the Rebels. Getting a bit chilly here at Arbour Park. And it's Turner that will take this free kick for Slough. Placing the ball on the far hand side, looking for Warren Harris. Harris up against Gregory. Both of them missed the ball. The ball's still in play, and Gregory has to defend it on that far hand side by the corner. Plays out a play for a throw to Slough, about 10 yards away from the corner flag. And just going to see Slough just going to take their time with this throw. It's going to be it certainly didn't go out there, referee, that's for sure. It's 25 yards away from goal where the ball has gone out. It's going to be Warren Harris to take the throw. I don't think I've ever seen him take a throw. Throws it towards Togwell. Togwell heads it towards him, but it's come off Price last. It's out for a throw again to Slough. As Slough warm up a couple more substitutes on this near hand side. It's going to be Jackman that will take this throw for the Rebels. Trying to find Manny Williams. Williams can't get there. It's come off the foot of Mamola last. It's another throw to Slough. This time over the 18-yard box. Again, Jackman is the player that will go across to take this. Finds Manny Williams. We're trying to give it back towards Jackman. It's got too much on it, and that's a throw to Tiverton on the far hand side. Gregory rushes to take this one. Finds Momola. Momola with a heavy touch though. Manages to get it towards Knowles. Knowles plays it back. It's gone to the goalkeeper, Gardner. Gardner with the ball forwards. Won by Howe. Trying to find Bath. It's Bath who does well to get a touch through it. But it's got a couple of Slough players on him. 14 against 14. It's Bath versus Togwell. And Bath shows the ball on the far hand side. Looking for Price. Price has made a bit of heads it across goal. And then Nisbet does really well for Slough to bring that ball down. And brings it out here towards Dobson. Dobson in towards Williams. Williams holds the ball up on the halfway line. Just back heels it. Got his spurt shirt tucked. Plays it in towards Togwell. Now a chance to play it in on the far. Oh, Togwell just released the wrong player. And it's won back by Momola. But Slough win it back here with Fraser. Fraser in towards Williams. Williams will find Flood on the far hand side. Flood now takes it on his chest. Up against Gregory. Comes to the byline. Just crossing low. It's a touch by Fraser. And he's just got to the near post. And in fact, it's actually come off Mike Landricum last. And it's a corner to Slough. Sean Fraser almost ghosting in. Couple of yards out though. That's his danger area. And it's going to be a corner to Slough, which Dobson will go across to take on that far hand side. And it is going to be Dobson that will take this in-swinging corner. Slough sent forward Hollis and Nisbet for this corner. And just wait for some movement from inside the box. Still haven't tested the replacement goalkeeper Gardner enough for my liking. It's going to be taken to the edge of the box for Warren Harris. Takes the touch, gets a shot. It's just gone wide of the goal. And again, Slough haven't got a chance in this second half on target. And they've not forced the replacement goalkeeper Tom Gardner, who in goal after Martin Rice went off at half time. They've not forced him into a single difficult save. Gardner with the ball forwards, only as far as Williams. Williams lets the ball down on his chest, in towards Togwell. Togwell on this left hand side, down towards Flood. Flood holds the ball up, turns well, has the ball at his feet, in towards Dobson. Dobson just forced wide, wins it back though, finds Fraser. Fraser evades a challenge. Gives it towards Flood. Flood now trying to go forwards, just running with the ball. Just plays it to the side, but Momola's there first for Tiverton. Ball down the line, looking for Levi Lane. Oh, lovely little touch in. Slough looking for Bath, but it's touched off Hollis last and through to the feet of Jack Turner. And Turner will wait for Bath to come up before he picks the ball up. Was Turner, long kick down the field here. Looks like Dobson's gone to the far side. Flicks the ball on here, looking for the run of Warren Harris. Harris up against Momola. Momola puts it out of play for a throw to the Rebels. 10 minutes of this game gone. Still Slough with his 2-goal lead here. And Dobson now playing on the right-hand side. And they're going to leave the throw here for Josh Jackman to go across to take. And Jackman just waiting for some movement. Comes from Warren Harris. Harris down by the corner flag, just holding the ball up well. Trying to turn, trying to flick it in towards Jackman. It's come off Momola last. Momola plays the ball out here towards Knowles. Knowles turns, looking to play the ball here towards Price. Price is almost playing a centre midfield role now. He plays the ball back in here towards Knowles in the centre circle. Runs the ball over. Well spotted by Nisbet yet again. He's having an absolute blinder of a game. Just takes on two players with some nifty skills. In towards Williams. Back towards Nisbet. In towards Williams. Oh, some great play by Slough. Back towards Flood. Flood running with the ball. Just overruns it. And Callum Hall has come across to challenge that one. But some good play there by Rebels. Some good one-touch passing. So throw to Slough. Here, quickly taken by Dobson to find Nathan Smart. Oh, Smart just lets it run underneath his foot and therefore has to go back to his goalkeeper Turner. Turner chased down by Howe. Plays the ball down the field, looking for Warren Harris. Harris up against Gregory. Harris does well to win the header. Comes back here towards Fraser. Fraser to Warren Harris. Harris to Flood. Flicked on now, looking for the run of Warren Harris. Harris trying to get there first before Gregory. Gregory has to take a touch to the ball. Keeps it in on the far hand side. Plays it down the field. And Landricum tries to leave it, but Slough won it back here with Togwell. Finding Nisbet. Nisbet will go back towards Turner. Chased down by Bath. Turner plays it with his left foot. Only as far as Hall. Ball spins out though towards Nathan Smart, who will go back to his goalkeeper Turner again. And Turner again chased down by Tom Bath. Plays it down the line, looking for Dobson. Dobson does well to flick the ball on. Mike Landricum underneath it. His header only comes as far as Knowles. Knowles in towards Short. Short playing right wing back. Plays it down the line. Guess who's there again for Slough? Mark Nisbet. Finds Togwell. Togwell under pressure. Loses the ball to Price. Price trying to play the ball forwards. Oh, and there's a slip by Knowles. And Turner has to come across for Slough and boots the ball high into the car park down the road. And we'll see if we can find you some scores when we wait for this throw to come in on the far hand side. Tiverton fans making some noise, got a throw. Price is the player to take this throw. 10 yards away from the corner flag. Quick throw in towards Short. Short trying to turn, gets the ball back here and plays in towards Knowles. Knowles dummies, nutmegs Williams, gets a cross in by Short, but it's got too much on it. It gets out of play for a goal kick to the Rebels. So I reckon we've got about 7 or 8 minutes plus whatever the referee adds on. Dorchester have come back in their game. It's now Kings Langley 2, Dorchester 2. Let's see what else we've got on while we wait for this ball to come through. Hereford's attendance tonight, 2014. No attendance given out yet so far by the Rebels here. Billericay's attendance, 1464. St. Neots have scored. It just says goal. It don't say who to or what the score is or anything. That's really helpful. Enfield 0, Maidstone 1 in the FA Cup. Flood with a header here, trying to find Warren Harris, but the ball will go through to Gardner. And Slough still haven't tested it. Ball with Short. Short down the line here, looking for the run of Bath. Comes to Nathan Smart, who just clears the ball out of play for a throw to Tiverton by the home dugout. Price will take this throw in towards Bath. Bath has the ball back here towards Price. Finds Knowles. Knowles looks up. Finds Hall. Hall back out towards Price. Price flicking it in with the outside of his foot. Comes to the edge of the area. Howell trying to flick it in towards Bath. Bath with the header. Hooked clear by Hollis, even though Turner was calling for it. Ball up here looking for Flood. Flood up against Landricum. Oh, Flood gets goal side of him. Runs through. He's got Williams with him if he needs him. Has the ball still. Trying to play it in towards Dobson, but great defensive play by Knowles. Wins the ball back for Tiverton. In towards Price. Gets the ball back towards Knowles. Knowles with the ball down the line. Levi Landricum trying to flick the ball on, but that will go through to Turner in the Slough goal, and he'll just wait for Bath to come and challenge before he picks the ball up. And it's still 2-0 here to the Rebels. Those two goals coming in the first half from James Dobson and Chris Flood as Turner launches a long kick down the field. Mamola heads the ball away, only as far as Williams. Williams in towards Fraser. Fraser hooks the ball towards Togwell. Togwell now looking in towards Flood. Flood comes deep, spreads it out here towards Nathan Smart. Smart has the ball, finding Dobson. Dobson slips, so does the Jamie Short, who's playing right wing back, and the ball goes straight through to Gardner in the Tiverton goal. And Gardner launches a long kick down the field, high up into that night sky. It's one off the head of Price, finds Short. Short here for Tiverton, up against Smart. Oh, just overruns it, and you know who's there for Slough. It's Mark Nisbet, and not only does he clear it, he gets the ball off the Tiverton player and a throw to the Rebels. That's a lovely cup of tea. Thank you, Mick, for that cup of tea. That was a lovely cup of tea. As Hollis comes across to take this throw for the Rebels. And he's right by the corner flag, 5 or 6 yards away from his commentary. He's not commentating, I'm not commentating. From the corner flag. Headed away by Price into the centre where he finds Hall. Hall with the ball. Puts Gregory under pressure. Played it behind him, and it's allowed Warren Harris time to chase it down. But ball played forwards here for Callum Hall. Up against Fraser. Hall just holds the ball up. Plays the ball into the edge of the area for Bath. Bath has the ball still at his feet. Oh, just overruns it. Comes back out here towards Levi Landricum. Finds Short. Short plays an easy ball in, but it's well picked up by Togwell. And then he'll find Chris Flood. Flood just lets the ball run over his feet. Flood running with the ball. Still has the ball at his feet. Oh, he's got taken down, but the referee says play on. Still running, and the referee will pull that back for a foul by Callum Hall. And I got a funny feeling that Hall will get a yellow card for that one. He does indeed. And it will be a yellow card for Callum Hall, the second Tiverton player to get a yellow card. I make that roughly about 87 minutes. And it's a free kick to Slough, 30 yards away from goal. Dobson standing over this one. It's like almost level with the line that comes out of your 6-yard box. You know your little 6-yard, the little line comes out. It's Dobson to take it. He's going to put some pace on this ball. Headed away well in the corner there by Price. Comes through to Mike Landricum. His clearance isn't the best. It will be picked up here by Nisbet. Nisbet finds Jackman. Flood. Flood trying to back heel. It's come off Landricum last, and it's out for a throw to the Rebels. And Slough haven't capitalised on the fact that Tiverton have got a replacement goalkeeper for this entire second half. I'd be quite happy though, because I've got 2-0 in the prediction league. So if you stay like this, I'll be great. Quick throw here by Slough. Finds Warren Harris. In towards Fraser. Fraser, Liverpool in towards Williams. It's come back out. It's come here towards Bath. Bath plays the ball in here towards Callum Hall, but he's just overrun it. Slough want it back here. Mixture of Togwell and Dobson. Dobson cuts inside. Still has the ball at his feet. Now plays it on. You know that Slough are going to score now, aren't they? Owen Howe wins the ball back, hits it straight at Warren Harris, comes through to Williams. It will come out here towards Mike Landrigan, smashes the ball down the field, looking for Levi, but again it's Mark Nisbet underneath it, heads it into the path of Guy Hollis. Hollis to Jackman, back towards Hollis. Slough will keep the ball back in towards their goalkeeper Turner. And Turner will play the long ball down. That's a poor ball. Comes to Price. He takes it down on his chest well on the halfway line. Looks to play the ball back up. Oh, but that's a silly ball to play because Bath is in an offside position. He can't go for the ball. And it's gone straight back to the Slough goalkeeper Turner. Turner just waits for Bath to come along before picking the ball up. And I was quite surprised that Slough haven't put a substitution of Watkins or James on with these last few minutes to play. Turner this time rolls the ball out here towards Jackman, picks it up halfway in his own half, being chased down here by Tom Bath, in towards Williams. Williams with a little touch in towards Warren Harris. Harris just overruns it. It allows Michael Landrigan a chance to win the ball. Sliding tackle by Togwell, wins the ball back in towards Dobson. Flood, gets the ball back in towards Williams. Williams with a chance to shoot. Great defending by Momola, and Slough really should have had a shot on target. Williams has let too much. I missed the attendance. Mark Nisbet has been given the man of the match, and that is a fantastic decision. He's been absolutely brilliant here this evening. Slough have a corner. It looks like there's going to be 2 minutes of added time for the second half. We'll just wait for this corner to come in on this side. Again, it's Dobson going across to take this corner. Outswinging corner for the Rebels. Drills it into the far post. Nisbet tries to get there. Comes to the edge. Warren Harris hooks it goalward. Slough looking for a penalty for handball, and there was a big shout there from several Slough players, but as it is, it's gone out for a goal kick, and it will be Gardner, the replacement goalkeeper, that will take this one. He's kept a clean sheet, much better than his the first choice Creeper did for the first half. It's well run by Togwell, great header by him defensively, finds Williams in towards Flood. Flood now trying to go past Momola, still has the ball at his feet, finds Dobson on his near hand side. Dobson will hackle it across the goal, and it's a pull. It's gone all the way out for a throw on the far hand side. I really thought that Dobson would hammer that one at the goalkeeper, but it's a throw to Tiverton right by their corner flag. And it's going to be Gregory to take it on the far hand side. His throw headed on by Momola. Only comes as far as Togwell. Togwell will leave it for Dobson. Dobson now running at the goal. Gets caught again, and that's another foul. And Dobson doesn't like that one, and in fact it's Owen Howe, and I think Howe's going to get a yellow card. I think that's for persistent fouling, so he becomes the third Tiverton player to be booked, and he caught Dobson again as Dobson was just trying to find a bit of space to have a shot, and he becomes the third player. So this free kick is roughly about 25 yards away from goal. Quite a central position, slightly to the right of the D, and now have several players standing over them. Dobson and Williams are the two players standing over this free kick. It's a 4-man wall for Tiverton. And it's either Williams or Dobbo that will take this free kick for Slough into these last 2 minutes of added time. Just waiting for the referee to blow. It's going to be Dobson who hits it. Hits it goalwards, hits the wall, comes back out towards Williams. Williams will play it back out here towards Jackman. Jackman looks to cross the ball deep into the box. Underneath it is the goalkeeper. Oh, he's done well as the replacement goalkeeper. Gardner takes that one as Warren Harris was about to take the ball. Ball rolled out on the far hand side towards Knowles. Knowles trying to find Webb on this near hand side. Hall on this near hand side. My fault. Apologies there. Hall can't keep it in. It's gone out of play for a throw to the Rebels. And we're into the final minutes here at Arbour Park, Slough, with this 2-goal lead. Those 2 goals in the first half is all that separates the two sides. Turner hasn't really had a lot to do in the entire game, but ball thrown in from Smart. Oh, it's come off short last. It's out for a throw to the Rebels on this halfway line right in front of our commentary position. We'll try and give you the full-time scores as well at the end of the game. It's Nathan Smart who's going to take this throw for Slough. Smart just launching a throw, trying to find Flood. Flood, it doesn't matter because it's the full-time whistle here at Arbour Park. It's finished Slough Town 2, Tiverton 0. Tiverton played the second half with a replacement goalkeeper, no sub-goalie for them, and it was Gardner in goal replacing Martin Rice. Just kept a clean sheet for Tiverton, but those 2 first half goals coming from James Dobson on 22 minutes and Chris Flood on 34 that gives Slough the 3 points here tonight, and I think that will put them top of the table here with Kettering in the lead. Congratulations to Tiverton, who played well the second half and done well, especially the goalkeeper Gardner. See you Saturday, mate. Nice one, mate. Thank you for that tea. Congratulations to the Tiverton. They're just going over and clapping their fans who have been brilliant behind the goal. And we wish all the Tiverton players, fans and officials a safe journey home to Devon this evening. It's a long trip. As the Slough players just go over and thank the Slough fans for their support. We'll try and give you some full-time scores. It's Weymouth 3, Merford 2 looks to be it's still going on. That's not a full-time score. That game is still going. Unfortunately, let's see what else we can find for you. Let's have a look. Full-time is Dunstable 0, Kings Lynn 4. Let's see what else we can find. St Neots 2. Chesham 2 is a current score. That's not a full-time score yet. We'll see if we can get those full-time scores for you. And let's see what we can find here. The Kettering game still going on as well, so we'll try and find that for you. Thank you all for listening. So everyone on YouTube, thank you so much for your comments. It seems that everyone seems to be enjoying holidays while we're in this quite cold weather commentating, but thank you very much. It's 3 points for the Rebels. We're just going to see if we can find some of those full-time scores for you this evening. Let's see if we can see. Full-time is Chesham 2, St Neots 2, Kings Langley 2, Dorchester 2 is full-time as well. Just a reminder that you'll be able to see highlights of today's game courtesy of FC Video. When are we going to put them on? Wednesday, Thursday? He said he's going to go home and do them now so you can watch them in an hour. Not really. So sometime Wednesday, Thursday, you'll be able to see highlights of this game. And I would tell you to watch the highlights just for that first goal from James Dobson. There'll be a clip of that up tonight. I've been guaranteed. If we're wrong, we all know who to blame. It's a full-time score. Hereford 0, Farnborough 1. So Hereford lose again at home. And there you go. Trying to just find the other scores. So thank you all for listening. Don't forget, we're away to Kettering on Saturday, which will be a top of the table clash. Like I say, it will just depend on what it's like when we get there, whether we'll be able to broadcast. Hopefully so. But until then, enjoy the rest of your week. We'll be back on Saturday, hopefully, with the game against Kettering. If not, we'll be here on Tuesday evening next week where we host Gosport Borough. Thank you all so much for your time. And we'll be back with you soon. So until then, enjoy the rest of your week.
points is 3 points, isn't it?
Yeah,
Does that put us top? How many points
yeah, because Kettering were top, but they were a point behind, and
we were 2 points behind them, weren't we?